Hello. How's everyone doing? Let me just remove this for now because we are gonna. It's not Cookie that's gonna get the account review, anyways. How's it going, Dylan? How's it going, Yellens? Also, Toko Toko san, oyasumi nasai, and thank you so much for dropping by. Arigatou gozaimasu. You say it's a good gem? I watched them live many years ago, actually, like way back when I lived in Singapore, actually. Jesus, that's loud. Jesus, that's loud. It's a goddamn Leviathan. I mean, yeah, I have. I can make like the fucking $300 wallpaper if I wanted to. Y'all know the good old $300 freaking wallpaper, right? Hold on, how high can we go? Yeah, we can go all the way to $300. Right now it's only a measly 120 though. But yeah, I actually watched them live many years ago. Train, they're called. Make it a grand wallpaper. What I find really funny is that for Pilgrim Tower, you can actually make a decent team with the $300 squad. Because Dorothy gets a skin, Crown gets a skin, Scarlet Black Shadow gets a skin with what's her name? Cinderella gets a skin, and Modernia gets a skin. It's actually a decent squad. Not to worry about the medical appointment. Sound good? Oh, thanks a lot for that, Yellens. Yeah, like it's nothing serious. Like I have like a really early appointment to get my blood checked and to get like a bunch of, and during the day I have like a bunch of medical checkups to do. Plus tomorrow night I also have another appointment for another checkup. Like, once you reach certain ages, you need to do like a bunch of fucking checkups, and also I need to renew some vaccinations, and I also need to get my glasses made, like the new pair of glasses. Like I'm gonna be spending my entire day with like doctors, ophthalmologists, and shit like that. It's nothing serious. It's just that I'm going to be spending my entire day, and the appointments were only available at those times. So I have like a super fucking early appointment that I cannot miss. So I cannot stay like midnight and beyond like I usually do. I'll probably do like a 3-hour stream or something. And then just go to bed early. Because otherwise I'm 100% going to miss that blood work appointment in the morning. Still haven't gotten to the doctor in like 6-7 years. That's not good. That sounds like the most Canadian thing to say, but that's not very good. You know that. Went to a checkup in the last 6 years. That's not good either. I mean, personally, I need to do these checkups because of all the health issues that I've had recently. So, in all fairness, I would probably be behaving as you guys if I didn't have like the health issues that I had a few weeks back, if you remember. 8 years ago, Jesus Christ, yeah. Yeah, no, for me, it's because I need to be careful because I've had like so many health issues recently that it's not good. Also, all of these fucking people, like all of these are just gonna get kicked out of the. All of these are cheaters, by the way. Like all of these are cheaters. They never learned their lesson, which is really funny. I wonder if these are though. Oh yeah, this is probably yeah. There's no fucking way these guys could have carried, right? Like not beyond what the Omni Squad was doing. Like yeah, there's yeah all of the ones above Yang are just gonna get removed. That's really funny. Like every single last one of them above Yang is just going to get removed. Every last one of them. Even this guy, like fucking 479 commander level, 372 synchro, and fucking running with cheaters. Like, come on, man. Same with this guy, like fucking gacha skin and everything, and there's absolutely no fucking way in hell that they're legit. Like there is absolutely no fucking way that they're legit. I would love to see the teams that they're running because in solo raid it's even easier to see. But I literally know the teams that Yang, Heidi, Tay, and the boys were running. So yeah, it's classic. It's a classic. The problem is that Nikkei doesn't have very good anti-cheat systems. They don't have good anti-cheat detection, and they don't have good anti-cheat systems in general. That's why also their entire macro detection system is so bad. But it's a classic. Like it's almost like a tradition at this point, isn't it? It's basically a tradition at this point, which is really funny. It's the same when you see some of them also crop up in campaign as well, especially in the early stages. You just see them crop up everywhere. Like doing even in solo raid, like you sometimes see it as like
ASMR?
which it just doesn't make
Humans
sense.
are so weird.
Oh, thanks a lot for the hydrate, Yellens. Now, I do need to look up the list of account reviews, so let's just check that up. So I know that Yami, I can click him off. Ragna, well, there's Heyday, there's Argonaut, Ruby Legacy, Andoran Nator, and after that it's like the there is also Tuni as well. Kino, Ragna, Caesar. I mean, Caesar is probably gonna get removed at this point, isn't he? Yo, how's it going, random student? And global, their favorite. Oh no, they're absolutely everywhere. They also happen in Japan. They happen in Korea servers. They happen in NNA. It's not just global. It's like everywhere. Like when you see someone doing like double the damage of Tsukino in solo raid, you know that's not legit. Like you know it's not legit. Yo, how's it going, Piker? How do you even get that many dolmets? In my case, I got a lot of dolmets because early on I just refreshed like a mad lad.
This is a privately sent message to assure our favorite streamer Eliane that it is totally okay to have a performance issues in bed. There are a little blue pills to help with this.
Fucking
Hint,
Ragnar.
it's called Viagra.
I'm gonna get you demoted to freaking to freaking Zeta if you keep that up. Yeah, how's it going, Jay-Z? Wait, were you in the list as well? Did I already do? Oh yeah, I already did your account review, Jay-Z. I already did it. Barely get any. So for now, we're just gonna chill a little bit and just wait on some of the people for the account reviews. Yesterday you went 101 pools for Masked, Miranda, and Isabel. Can't demote me to Zetai? Zetai collapse? Wait, no shot. Wait, Zetai collapse? What happened? Don't demote my son. I'll just have him sent to like Avalon or something then. Toiki's gonna be happy to have you. Should I consider going all in on Anchor? So that's the conversation that I've had multiple times, is that I see a bunch of theory crafters and a lot of people going like super crazy on, oh yeah, like Masked Anchor is gonna be the best pair for Scarlet Black Shadow and whatnot. And I would agree if you're only looking at Scarlet Black Shadow damage. The problem is that when I personally look at it in terms of the context of the entire team, the only moments that would make sense would be like Wind Week solo raid, where the damage is so lopsided towards Scarlet Black Shadow that you don't care about Alice neutral. But when I look at it like as a whole, to me it makes no sense to put Scarlet Black Shadow Alice in Masked Anchor, because the buffs just don't work very well with Alice. It's like buffs of caster's attack. Alice already doesn't need that much attack anyway. She has like a 50% self-attack buff steroid. And the reload speed buffs that Anchor, for example, provides, and a lot of the buffs, are just completely off burst, which are irrelevant to Alice. So if you look at it like as a whole, on top of that, you also have to consider the fact that the abilities, like the 75% distributed damage bonus that Scarlet Black Shadow, that's from the third burst onwards. That's not immediately. Like you're losing out on, like, it's not that you're losing out, it's that it takes time to ramp it up. So if you want to put it into perspective, you would have to multiply that by like anywhere between 0.9 to 0.85 to have an idea of the actual efficiency of the buff because of the ramp up. So like all things considered, And I'm saying like 0.91 as being like super charitable, and that somehow you're making a team that can rotate every 2 seconds with Masked Anchor, Scarlet, Black Shadow, and Alice, which is gonna be very niche scenarios technically. So the thing is, if you want to pair, like, exactly as Piker put it in a sense, but it's not so much like, yes, the attack damage is going to help a lot, and that's why Crown Helm is super good, but also you get the reload speed during burst, of course, that is really beneficial for Alice. But also you get incredibly fast rotations with Helm very consistently. Like, you don't need to have special scenarios where you have like multi-parse piercing, like let's say Behemoth hitting the Behemoth P1 where you could burst in 2 seconds. With Helm, you can just do 2-second rotations consistently all the time. And for Water Week Solo Raid, personally, I'm more looking towards putting Treasure Helm with Scarlet, Black Shadow, Alice, just because of those really fucking fast rotations that don't care about context, and the attack damage buffs and everything, and just go off with that. Yeah, exactly as Spiker says. Like, Scarlet, Black Shadow doesn't need reload because she just goes infinite, straight up. It's funny how Sensei stopped talk when Scarlet talks. By reflex just stop talking when something is just talking over me. But how's it going, Rexana? Also, how's it going, Lone? But yeah, like, these are like some considerations that you need to keep in mind when it comes to Masked Anchor. If you want to have one copy, get one copy. What do you think happens to a piloting union? Exactly what is happening to Adams, Ragna, if you know what I mean. But yeah. With hard mode, no point in piloting, no one wants to do hits. Yeah, pretty much. That is completely understandable. Collab around the corner as well. Yeah, there's that to consider, but like, if you have the resources, I would recommend grab one copy of Masked Anchor, because we don't know if Shift Up is going to release a better suited distributed damage Nikke to put with those two. There is always that risk that when they're creating a new support for like a new support group for a specific category, there's always the risk that they will in the near future release more Nikkes that are suitable for that. So for example, if you look at when they released Tovi, not long afterwards they released Maid Privity, and further down the line they released Bunny Soda, effectively completing the Shotgun Squad, because Leona is kind of is a nice bonus, but she's not like essential for it. And that was also the Leona before Maid Privity. That is also true. So my recommendation would be one copy of each if you can afford it, because Shift Up is going to release at some point like more distributed damage Nikkes. Any trick to pull in Pull how to get regular Rapunzel and Scarlet placings release? Pepega swipe. That's literally the only way. Like, for those who remember how I got my first copy of OG Scarlet, you know exactly what I mean. Hopefully K finally gets released. Yeah, I hope that K gets released. Maybe K will be a meta distributed damage Nikke. Who knows? Maybe they'll finally stop inting Elysian for once. But that's always the risk with these things, is that they release a support for an archetype, and then in the near future, they start releasing more characters for that archetype to slowly complete it. That's why I would recommend one copy for those who can afford it. But when it comes to, for example, this Water Week Solo Raid, you can probably get away with not using them, because Shotgun Squad will have Tovi to cover the QTE for Water Week. Quincy Escape Queen Ludmilla do not pair well with Masked Anchor, because Quincy Escape Queen's what's her name? Distributed damage burst has absolutely dogshit ratios. And Scarlet, Black Shadow, Alice, you're probably gonna pair them with with Treasure Helm plus Crown, so you're kind of good on that front. After that, like, you're probably gonna pair like Nagatia with either Quincy Escape Queen Ludmilla, or you're gonna pair Nagatia with the Shotgun Squad. You could always go like also Leona, since Leona is also water coated. After that, like, you're probably gonna put like some random ass water unit for the team 5. Any Dushnevia future puller? Maybe. I'm considering it actually. Lute could probably go with Red Hood team as a flex DPS. Yeah, that as well. Like, there's options. Not looking forward to having to do 6 hours of campaign on the same day. I mean, we are supposed to get this month the new chapters for our campaign, so I'm personally looking forward to them, since it will give me shit to do and I'll finally be able to open some Core Dust crates. But yeah, who is K? K is a Nikke on the same squad as D. So basically, we have K and D that are part of like this assassin squad in Nikke. Hey Ali, I managed to get Scarlet Black Shadow S2 to level 7 and Alice Burst to level 10. Also got 3 out of 4 of Iron Gears OL. Oh, nice, Sloan. That's gonna help you a lot in the future. That's gonna be really, really helpful. Nice remix, thanks a lot, Yellens. Yeah, the Amino remix I assumed you were talking about. Song is 7 years old. That's actually pretty recent. Yeah, Ruby Legacy, how's it going? How's everything going? Pretty good. Just like a bunch of Amino is like way older than 7 years, by the way, Yellens. Like, Amino is from 1996, just as a frame of reference, Yellens. Like, Amino is actually proper old. It's actually proper old. It's like, what? Amino is like, what? 20 what? 27? 28 years old? Are you stuck on Tower 710? You did it last night? I'm not really stuck on it. I just couldn't be asked to continue doing it. I pushed like a bunch and then I just stopped. I can clear this, but I'm not sure if I'll have the time to do it today. Because we still have to finish up the account reviews that were left over. So I'm waiting for Heyday to manifest or Argonaut, or we could do Ruby Legacies actually. Well, hold on, Ruby, are you still here? Because we could do your account review now. That way it's done. Okay, is she in the Hunting Marin story? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's the one with the camel toe. That's a good way of remembering it. Also, Ali, question, I know Attack and Elemental are good on Ein, but what would you suggest for that third OL stat? Some ammo would be nice. Like, for example, let me pull out my Ein, for example. Because my Ein is very built. She's not flawlessly built, but she's very built. And the reason why I go with some extra ammo capacity, like, see, I have ammo here, and I believe I have like another line of ammo somewhere. No, I have one line of ammo. The reason why I like to have the line of ammo is that even though she's going to go mostly on reload speed squads with Summer Anise, in between bursts, it's nice to not have to reload by the time you reach the next burst. Yo, Count Eggy, how's it going, my dude? I need to get one of those Doro emotes like Pyre and Yesenia did. Honestly, those are really, really cute emotes. Driving home while listening to stream at the moment. Oh yeah, no worries then. Drive safely. Like, yeah. don't text and drive. But yeah, the account review can wait, of course. Yo, how's it going, Arthur? What are the 3 most important support cores in your opinion? The 3 most important support cores. So for the B2 department, I would assume. So for the B2 department, the most important ones, in my opinion, are Crown. Are Maddie, if you have her, definitely is one of them. Grave is another one. Nagatia. And then after that, it's like Blanc plus either Rouge or Noir. Technically, Blanc plus Rouge is the better duo support core, but it depends on the teams. If you go for like... Soon we'll have Masked Anchor as well that will be specific for distributed damage. That is like a very good support core, but not suitable for Scarlet Black Shadow Alice, in my opinion. At least not for this solo raid. And it will be like some solo raids it will be. Like you will want to use them with Scarlet Black Shadow Alice. Because, for example, on win week, the damage will be so lopsided towards Scarlet Black Shadow that you would benefit from it. But maybe some distributed damage Nick as well in the future. Totally not driving while using a voice board. Oh, okay, that makes sense. For B1, the core support currently in the game would be Rappy Red Hood, even though it's weird to count her as such. But Rappy Red Hood as a B1 is one of the best B1s in the game at the moment because of the cooldown reduction. The other one would be Leader, D-Killer Wife Rouge. And then for Shotgun Squad, specifically Tovi. And of course, like, Volume as well. Like, basically, D-Killer Wife Rouge, Volume, Leader, and Rappy Red Hood are, like, some of the core ones. You don't need to upgrade all of them, though. Like, Volume, if you look at mine, she's not super upgraded. But she's still very core in solo raid because you need that cooldown reduction. Now, if we're talking, like, Shotgun Squad specific, Tovi, of course. Absolutely important core supporter on the B1. But like, if I'm thinking, okay, let's actually break down Arthur's question in a simple way, right? So let's imagine I'm making solo raid teams. So solo raid teams, I'm always going to be thinking crown plus something. These days, it's probably going to be Crown plus Helm. Very likely. That's going to be one core that I'm going to be thinking of very often. Now, what do I put on the B1 slot? I could put D-Killer. Because the rotations are going to be very fast thanks to Helm, I'm probably going to be putting something like D-Killer Wife as a result. Like, very likely. But let's just say for core support like this, you could put like Rouge. Then I'm going to look at the second one. Okay, so the next one, what do I have left over? So we already put Crown. Well, Grave is another one that I absolutely would be using. Now, most of the time I'm going to be using Grave with either Pierce comps or Cinderella comps. So it's either going to be this or this, technically. But it could also be Leader. So for the sake of an example, let's just say that it's going to go to Cinderella Squad. This would be like another core that goes towards it. Or it could be like Bunnies. Right. And then if I'm looking at the third team, well, I cannot use those anymore. One of the first ones that come to mind for me is going to be Maddie. Because of the incredibly potent attack damage buff that she gives. It's 40% attack damage buff. You can make her into Pierce, but just the attack damage alone is already really strong. And after that, it's just a matter of what am I going to pair her with. Once I'm done with that one, well, Nagatia. Right? Nagatia. And then once it's after Nagatia, then I'm going to start thinking like in the sense of like Bunny Squad or the like, right? Like that would be the last one that I'm thinking of. Bunny Squad, for example, can go into things like Shotgun Squad, just like Nagatia as well. Like Bunnies can go into two directions. You can put her with Rouge or you can put her with Noir. It can also go for infinite ammo, by the way. So last solo raid on Modernia, I went infinite ammo Rappy with Bunnies, for example. Like those would be the core ones. Now, if you want to go for one very specific, it's always going to be Shotgun Squad, but Shotgun Squad is almost single-handedly carried by Tovi, essentially, because after that, it's just the damage dealers. Those are like the 5 core squads that I would say... Those are like the 5 core squads, I would say, like in terms of what you do. Asking Trey because you are mainly want to do better. Oh, for Union Raid, For Union Raid specifically, it's probably gonna be Crown, Maddie, and probably like Grave or Negatia. Like, it's probably gonna be these most of the time. It really depends, but most of the time it's probably gonna be a mix, something along the lines of these. Although technically Crown Naga is gonna be one pair most of the time, so something along the lines of these three, probably. Although now you can use Treasure Helm as well if you have her, so there's that too. Who do you put as a B2 in shotgun if you don't want to use Leona? Oh, that's a good question, Random. So, for shotgun squad, if you don't want to use Leona, so in solo raid, what we have been using a lot is Negatia with shotgun squad. So what ends up happening is something like this. Where it ends up looking... Where are they? There and there. So, solo raid, it ended up looking like this for shotgun squad. But let's imagine it's Wind Week. Well, for Wind Week, it becomes quite quote-unquote simple. You still keep this score, but the next thing that you're gonna put is... where the fuck is she? There. You're gonna put this, and then you're gonna put... where the fuck is she? This. Or you could put even... You could even put bunnies, right? Like, this also works. Like, you could put bunnies, you could put Guilty for Wind Week. She's a shotgun, and she hits like a motherfucking truck. So, she will hit really fucking hard on Wind Week. But yeah, like, bunnies is one option. I think I used bunnies shotgun for Behemoth, actually, now that I think about it. It was not optimal, but it was an option that you could run. Now, Treasure Drake is another one that is going to be a thing as well. Where the fuck is my Drake there? So Treasure Drake is going to be one of those that might be either swapping out one of these. Like, you might remove some of the other ones in favor of Treasure Drake for certain comps. Or you could have something like this where you decide which one does more damage in which context and the other ones remain off burst, right? And then for B2, well, you can just put different things. Like attack damage, freaking, you know, like there's ways to work around with this. Of course, Leona could happen as well. This could happen. But that's kind of the idea. Treasure Drake is now crazy for shotgun teams. Oh yeah, absolutely, as Count Eggy says. The reason why Treasure Drake is so good for shotgun squads is actually very simple. And it's in her first few phases. Like, phase 1 is the biggest one for shotgun squad. As a whole, she's going to give attack buffs on phase 1 and ammunition capacity up for everyone. This is big for shotgun squad because shotgun squad is big on having ammo and is going to benefit a lot as well from having attack buffs. On top of that, she already gives hit rate, which is good for shotguns technically. And she's going to be giving double the hit rate too, which means that there will be more core hits. And there was already an attack buff. So she's going to give like 74% attack buff, 50 ammo capacity, and 20% hit rate just for having the treasure at level 1 for your entire shotgun squad. That's huge. Now, phase 2 is going to basically increase the damage of her S2 by like from going to non-existent to like at actually existing. So that's really nice to have as well. And it's just passive normal attack. So you could have her as an off burst damage dealer here. And then final phase is just going to be, you know, like attack damage buff for herself, an increase to her ratio to actually be slightly more relevant, and ammo capacity again for herself as well. The main important ones are like phase 1 and like is basically phase 1 is the most important one. Phase 2 to some extent as well because you can put her as an off burst, and then phase 3 if you really want to, you know, let's say Fire Week or the like, you want her to be the actual one doing damage. But phase 1 and phase 2 are more than enough for Treasure Drake. Like, in theory, you could quite literally go phase 2 Treasure Helm, right? So what you could do is go phase 1 or phase 2 Treasure Helm. You could go all the way to phase 2 Treasure Helm, technically, because extra attack damage is always nice to have. And then completely give up on getting the burst, the phase 3 on Treasure Helm, and immediately go into Treasure Drake. You could do that, and it's completely valid and it's really solid. And like I said, like Maid Privity, you don't want her to reload. That's why ammo is an important stat on her. When she hits 30 times with pellets during full burst, she gains an attack buff that stacks up to 5 times. And whenever she also hits, she gains like reload speed. But technically, if you can delay reloading, you don't care about the reload speed. You care about this attack buff that goes all the way to 50%. And if she just never reloads, right? Because her reload time is 2 seconds. If she just never reloads during full burst, you're going to have that attack buff quite a bit. Now, 30 pellets is, I believe it's 10 pellets per auto attack, so it would be 33 attacks, I believe it was. But what is really nice for Shotgun Squad in that regard is that because Privity benefits from attacking more during full burst, Tovi attack speed, of course, is huge. But one thing that a lot of people don't consider is the fact that Bunny Soda increases the length of the full burst duration. Right? She increases the length of full burst duration. And this allows also Maid Privity to do more damage as a result. So these two synergize in that regard. And then if you add on top of that Drake's Treasure with the extra ammo so that they don't reload and the attack buff that she grants, you have a really solid Shotgun Squad there. Yeah, it's 3 shots, 2 with Leona. Yeah, pretty much. No more solo raid breaking bug. You need more free gifts. I agree that I would love to have more free gifts. For me, what is dog shit is that if there's like game breaking solo raid bugs, it means that I have to submit parses multiple times, and I don't want to have a repeat of Behemoth in that regard. Because it really sucked having to submit parses multiple times. I mean, yeah, more free commander duels and everything. I'm not disagreeing. The only thing that sucks is just having to submit. Any recommendations for PvP team comp? No Summer and Nice, Rapunzel, Scarlet. I'll take a screenshot. Well, if you don't have Scarlet and you don't have Rapunzel or the like, you're gonna struggle. Scarlet Black Shadow works in PvP. Cinderella to some extent works in PvP. Cinderella is kind of like a mini Scarlet in that regard. Scarlet Black Shadow is really solid in PvP too. Burst tree wise, you could go like the super old meta of Alice, but it's not very recommended. I don't know if you have what's her face, Amelia. That could also work. Let's see. Technically, Red Hood could work, but I've seen some people also run Maid Privity as a pseudo Scarlet, but yeah, you're gonna struggle a little bit if you don't have Scarlet, but there is options for sure. There definitely are options. Went for Milk Treasure. Is there any situation I could get any use out of her? Oh, do I have bad news for you? So, Milk Treasure, let's put it this way, right? The first one is cooldown reduction of burst down to 20 seconds. Right. Reducing the cooldown of burst skill down to 20 seconds. So she's going to be able to burst effectively as a 20-second B1 cool burst. She will buff every 20 seconds and ally for 31% attack. That's not a lot, honestly. For current, like, they should have doubled or tripled or even quadrupled this. Like, this buff for 10 seconds every 20 seconds is like, even though it's like one more ally unit, like every 20 seconds is like super low efficiency. The next part of the treasure is, well, critical damage continuously, just kind of like a change in words, but The cooldown reduction for 10 full charge shots of 2 seconds is an insult. Like, this should be seen as an insult to any player. 2.83 seconds. Do you know how many shots you need with Rouge to get 7 seconds? More than double this. You need 8 full charge shots to get 7 seconds cooldown reduction from Rouge. Same for D-Killer Wife, by the way. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers thought it was a good idea to give Milk 2.83 second cooldown reduction for after 10 full charge shots. Like, are you kidding me? Like, unless she gets full charge shots as quickly as Alice, why the fuck would you... Like, where's Milk at? Okay, let me just grab that bitch. Like, where is she at? Where is that bitch at? Okay. So, every 10 seconds, you're going to get nearly 3 second cooldown reduction. You can see the issue. Like, this fucking assholes. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, Shift Up? Like, excuse me? Like, why? Unless she randomly has, like, phase 3, like, another phase of her treasure that gives her 100% charge speed or something, there is no universe in which that is good compared to anything else you could put on a B1. And then on her burst skill, is like, yes, HP recovery. So you have a mediocre buff on 20 seconds. Like, every 20 seconds, you get like this mediocre attack buff that is like, She works as a 20-second cool burst thingy. Now, the question is, when it triggers, it could also fuck you over in terms of timelining, by the way. Because some people might think, like, well, if it's every 20 seconds, it kind of works as if it was with the burst. That's not the reality of it. Because if it triggers every 20 seconds, but not immediately on fight, that means that 20 seconds in a normal timeline, you're going to be bursting within 3 to 4 seconds. 2 to 4 seconds. Let's say 3. Okay, 3 seconds in, you burst. 10 seconds, that's 13 seconds. 3 seconds again, 16 seconds. Oh, wait. We're going to get into the second burst 16 seconds into the fight. Wait, 16 seconds into the fight, that means that in 4 seconds, it's going to trigger. So we're going to get 6 seconds during full burst of this buff. And then 4 seconds off burst. That is fucking dog shit. That is absolutely dog shit. And then you exit full burst, you're going to go 3 seconds in. Oh wait, maybe it's not 4 seconds, maybe it's 3 seconds and you get 1 second. But then it's going to be like shifted over and over. And it's never going to line up like perfectly with full burst. And the reason why you want it to line up with full burst is because you want to stack the buffs. Spreading the buffs is not a good idea. Like, spreading them thin, you're not going to do that much damage because all of these buffs are going to stack kind of like multiplicatively and additively and everything. And the sum of all of these small points is what makes the burst so powerful every time. So spreading them thin is not going to do a lot for you. That's why in World of Warcraft, when you pop Bloodlust, which is one of the biggest cooldowns of the game, everyone pops their cooldowns during that because you want to stack everything on top of that Bloodlust to squeeze in all of that damage during it. Because that's like your point where you're going to have as much damage because all the ratios of your bursts and abilities, etc., are going all to benefit from those stacked buffs. So the fact that this attack buff just continuously shifts is so fucking, like, I don't know which zoo they recruited the guy that designed Milk's treasure, but I'm pretty sure the zoo in Seoul can probably provide a better chimpanzee. Cause holy fuck. Like, I swear to God, the zoo of Seoul can probably provide a better chimp. Just fix it with money. How's it gone, Mr. Ada? Oh my God. Like, I mean, come on. Like, also volume is much easier to get. Yeah, like, honestly. Like, it's this much investment to get the negative results, essentially. Like, because the healing is, who gives a fuck about healing? In solo raid, we haven't given a fuck about healing in such a long time. Like, who gives a fuck? In Union raid, who gives a fuck? You outsync almost everything. Like, if you die in Union raid when you've been playing for a while, like, newer players might struggle, but if you've been playing for a while and you struggle in Union raid, I don't know what to tell you, right? It's like... Let me see if I missed any messages. Also, how's it going, Kusa? What's up, Bozo? I'm still on the list. Yes, you're still on the list, Kusa. Let me also shout you out. But yeah, no, like, honestly, like, Milk Treasure design just...
Grab his dick and twist it. What the fuck are you on about? Don't just twist it, just freaking put a butt plug as well and just assault him with a dildo.
Good girl.
It just kind of pisses me off. Oh, thanks for the follow, Nindy Sketch. Thank you, appreciate it. Like, it just kind of pisses me off, because they could have made her good. There's gonna be a continued joke of her Bond story, no way I will lose, immediately gets knocked out. Basically, Arthur, basically. Too young to be a WoW player, the film was alright. Oh god, that was loud. Jesus, Spiker. That got me, actually, a little bit. That got me a little bit. But yeah, no, it's like, holy fuck. Like, whoever designed Milk's kit and said, like, yeah, this is good, ship it. Like, nah, fam. I swear to God, when it comes to shift up and good kits, it feels like the monkey and the typewriter getting Shakespeare, right? Like, that's how it feels sometimes. Whenever we get, like, for every Cinderella, Scarlet Black Shadow, or let's not even go into, like, top meta, but for every, like, Treasure Helm, or every Christmas Ludmilla, or the like, it feels like we get 5 times as many, like, fucking treasure milks. It really does feel like the monkeys with a typewriter. This is your reminder, you should be nostalgic and listen Who Can It Be Now by Men at Work. Oh, I'll add that to the playlist immediately. Ooh, that is a good one to add. Let's see if it's yoink. I'm gonna add that one. I'm surprised that I forgot to add Men at Work on to the playlist. I'm actually gonna play it now. That's a good idea, honestly. The thing is, my playlist is a bunch of music that I enjoy, which ranges from J-pop to Nikkei music to old but good ones, and like everything in between. Like, I even have, I have like in the same playlist, Not Like Us, along with like Elton John and metal music. Where's my Shakira music? It's in the playlist, by the way. Like, there is Shakira. Old but good, yeah, pretty much. Like, Helm can be slotted with meta support, and Miranda can pair with Snow White even better. Yeah, Miranda Treasure is one of those that is also really solid, by the way, if you care about snow comps. So, the thing about Miranda Treasure is that, 1, fucking 2 ally units with the highest attack except caster, including etc. The caster if there are not enough allies. Critical damage. Wait, what? 2 ally units. Yeah, there we go. So 2 ally units. So this is going to be useful as well for scenarios where you have a second Nika that has like high attack. This is going to make that more consistent. And even then, off-burst damage dealing is also solid. So let's imagine you have a situation where you have, I don't know, like Snow plus Exclude for some reason. Like, this is going to be useful there. But phase 1 is not where the meat of the bones is at. This is where the most meatiest of the bones is at, along with phase 3. Phase 2 gives critical damage, critical rate 85% for 1 round. This reads, motherfucker, play this on Snow White. So the reason why, it also means you're gonna reset your skill 2 on Snow White, by the way. But that's like besides the point. 85% is a key thing to always remember in Nikke, because Nikkes have a base crit rate of 15%. So this, you can rate this as 100% crit rate. So Snow is always going to crit, and she's getting, 88, 89% crit damage. And that's without, like, counting, 89% crit damage. And then the phase 3 is kind of like pointless. I don't know why they bothered. Like, phase 2 is basically the meat of the Miranda thing. Because Snow is just guaranteed to crit every single time, and she's getting, like, and she's going to have, like, all that crit damage plus attack and everything. Like, that's, like, the meat of the subject. Ferry, your music playlist in Lose Come Out and Play by The Offspring next to Decepticon by Le Tigre and somebody that I used to know. That sounds like my playlist, Neo. That sounds absolutely like my playlist. No more crit fishing, exactly. Based, thanks, Scout. But yeah, so there's... Miranda Treasure is... The devs said, what if you didn't have to crit fish with Snow White anymore for solo raids? Like, that's pretty neat. Now, I do wonder if it's probably better than Zwei, even if you were to consider crit fishing as 100% crit rate, right? I want to believe that it's better because I don't want to crit fish anymore. But theoretically, if you consider crit fishing as already having 100% crit rate, is Miranda Treasure even that good? Nah, it's gonna be better because you're not gonna fish for every single crit, to be fair. You're not gonna fish for every single crit. Though theoretically you could, but nobody does that. So no, it is better. Can't believe the 3-phased, they're like, fuck it, Miranda turned into a DPS as well. Miranda is just never gonna be a DPS in that regard. It's like, it's one of those things that it just makes me question why they're trying to do that. Because hit rate is kind of whatever. Attack buff is like, every 30 normal attacks is kind of whatever for 5 seconds, so it's not gonna turn her into a DPS. Entering full burst, extra crit rate, and attack damage is kind of like, it's nice, but she's still gonna be just a buffing bitch for Snow White, to be fair. Helm is the winner. I'd say the biggest winners are what's it called? Are Treasure Helm, Treasure Drake, Treasure Exia. Like, those 3 are the big winners of the treasure, like, overall. Speaking of having freaking Elton John with metal and other stuff, like, there you have it. I wonder how many people know this song, because this is a good one. This is a good but old in the metal scene. I wouldn't call Drake niche, though. The thing is, Drake is huge for Shotgun Squad, period. Like, and Shotgun Squad sees a lot of usage for solo raid. So, I wouldn't call it, like, niche, because I'm a very solo raid-centric player. But I could see where you're coming from. You forgot Treasure Laplace? No, I didn't forget. I just don't believe in Treasure Laplace, like, at all. That's the big difference. I'm not a big believer in Treasure Laplace. She has her uses in PvP, but in PvE, she hasn't seen much usage. We'll see in the next Iron Week, but there is a reason we don't use her for Ultra Anomaly. LaPlus is still worse than Maxwell? Probably, honestly. But 3 damage. Oh yeah, this is something. Okay. I hope y'all pray to whatever fucking gods you believe in that Shift Up never wakes up with the bright idea of saying, let's make true damage meta. Because true damage being meta would be the most miserable experience in existence. Like, you don't want that to ever happen in the game. Because for true damage to be meta, you would need the enemies to have such high defenses and resistances that everything else is irrelevant unless it goes through those defenses. And I know that Sir is lurking in my stream, and he can tell you all of the good stories of back when both of us used to play Millennium War Aegis, when true damage was meta, and how fucking miserable that was. Your Treasure Freeman will finally have a use. I pray to God that your Treasure Freeman never gets a use, because it's such a miserable experience. So, to give you guys an idea, right, of how bad it would be for true damage to be meta, I'm gonna pull up a video of one of my recent-ish clears, which is Crystal Armor. Okay? I want you guys to visualize something in your heads as we watch a little bit of this clip. You guys are gonna very quickly understand what I mean. Okay, so look at the damage numbers, right? You see those little ones and everything? Okay. You guys remember Mirror Container? You guys see this? Now imagine if most of the game was like this. Now, oh wait, are we getting ads right now? Are you for real? Wait, are you for real? Is Twitch just putting the ads right now? Oh no, okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Like, try to visualize that. Imagine if a good chunk of the game suddenly became like this. Like, yes, all of the quote-unquote fun that we have with Mirror Container layer shields of defense, and with Crystal Armor over here. How fun would it be if most of the game was like that? Made it by home, I swear traffic lights stay right forever. True. Absolutely true. 3 damage with 0.2 league, and that's already a nightmare of a game. Well, the only way 3 damage is meta is if the resistances and defenses grow to a point that it's actually worthwhile. And that's not an environment you want to play in, trust me. It's so fucking miserable. Like, imagine, if you guys play League of Legends, imagine a meta where only freaking things like Vayne can do damage to things because everything is so tanky. Like, that is miserable and a half. First and foremost, because it would mean that freaking Vayne mains would get to be validated for their main character syndrome, which is not something you want to see. And second of all, like, nobody else would be doing damage. Like, that would be miserable. But I think it's mostly because I wouldn't want to see the Vayne's main character syndrome getting even more out of hand than it already is. Because I swear to God, Vayne mains still think that they can play like Hayam Gosu from fucking 10 years ago or something. Smolder 2. Yeah, how's it going, Zal? I mean, we must play Nika's like Clay. If true damage became meta, Clay still wouldn't see play. That's how dog shit she is. Where the fuck even is she? Like, even if true damage became meta, Clay still wouldn't see play most likely because of how shit she actually is. Like, true damage, attacks deal 3 damage for a few seconds. Yes, but the attacks are 10% ratio. So even if you buff them, it's not gonna go very far. Like, yeah, no. Anyways, enough of my yapping and ranting and just being a dumbass. Let us start with the account reviews. So, I'm gonna start checking first the ones that redeemed earlier.
I think you're just a horny little boy.
Let's see. So we have Exo Heyday. So let's see. Exo Heyday, manifest yourself if you're here. I'm also gonna be looking at chat if he's here, and he's not here. Okay, so we're just gonna skip him. The next one would be Taco so big, fat taco so big. The next one would be Ruby Legacy. Ara. So Ruby Legacy, I think I saw your message that you made it back home. If you still need time, it's fine. I can skip you and get back to you later. Otherwise, we can start already. Otherwise, there's still like Andre and Nator as well that will be afterwards. Oh, this is the song with the super uncomfortable lyrics. I love it. This song has some of the most uncomfortable lyrics possible. Like, hold on. Just listen to the... I'm gonna put it at the start and just listen to the start of the lyrics of this song. And it's such a bop too. Like, that's the worst part of it. It's such a bop. But it's such fucking like oh my god. Let's see. Send you everything on Discord, just logged out of your account. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we'll start with Ruby then. The worst part of it is that it's such a bop. So just gonna wait for the DM and we'll be able to start. But yep. I mean, you gotta agree that it's a bop, though. If you don't pay attention to the lyrics, it's such a bop. Like, I swear to God, man. Also, we're almost at 30 away from freaking 900. Like, 130 followers more and we'll be at 1K. That's insane to me. We're slowly creeping up on 1K followers. I never would have expected to actually reach that. I never would have expected. Like, anyone that streams would tell you that it's not, like, easy, honestly. Like, I'm surprised to even reach here. We're in terms of progress for campaign and characters to focus on for upgrading. Okay. Let me just get out of my account and we'll start your account review. Yoink. And there we go. So you're on global. Got it. So mostly campaign push oriented. And which characters to focus on for upgrading. Got it. Okay. Oh, you're also on Yesenia's Discord. Nice. She's such a great streamer and such a good friend. How's it going, Gal? Oh, we know how many in the nightmare list are left. Oh, we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, because the people that don't reply today is just gone forever. Like, I'm not going to extend by another day. Like, today is the last day, and I'm only doing extensions because I've been taking a while for... Oh, the code has been sent, by the way, Ruby. Because I take a while with each account review, right? Had a bad habit of not hitting the follow button, so I've been watching with custom notifications. Hey, no worries. I appreciate still people watching me, even if they don't follow me. I know that there is some people that I shall not name that watch me pretty frequently that do not follow me because they're just waiting to snipe milestones. I'm I know specifically one person that watches me that is just waiting to follow to snipe the 1K milestone. So no worries. I still appreciate watching me nonetheless. Yep, thanks a lot. Your Paratia has 92% crit rate. The fuck are you doing with your account, Gal? What? What have you been doing with your account? Like, you're getting so many high crit rate, so many high crit rates. Snipe how it works, forget, by sniping, I mean that they don't follow intentionally, and they only follow when it's like, let's say they want to snipe the 1,000 follower milestone. Well, they wait for me to be at 999 followers, and then they follow at that point to get to number 1,000. Wait, what the fuck? Huh? Oh, that's new. You did... Wait, that is new. I've never had that. Are you sniffing Corrosion MG dust? Wait, that is new. I've never gotten the policy thing. Yeah, same here. I've never seen that. Wait, what? Huh? Excuse me? Did you... Wait, how does... You're on global, right? Hold on. Yeah, you are on global. Wait, did I... How is this even... Did you bind it to... No, I did not forget to change the server. That's on global. Wait, what? Hold on. Did you do the binding for level infinite, or did you forget? Wait, no, how did... Wait, that wouldn't work either. Wait, hold on, what? I am so confused right now. Well, I'm going to completely log out and log again. I've never had that before.
How about I waterboard you instead?
Because if I send the code, that means that it's bound to level infinite. Unless you registered with level infinite with a different account and you bound that one? Wait. Wait, I've never had that. I sent the code again. Recently changed the email to have the same Gmail. Is that why?
When she speaks, I bark. Okay. When she wants to sit, I become her chair.
Maybe... Wait, can you send me the email that you had bound to level infinite before? Jesus Christ, Eggy, that fucking soundbite is gonna haunt my dreams. I swear to God, like, Twinkie made that freaking copy pasta a while back, and I swear to God, it's haunting me to this day. Never give account to Ali, he will lose it. Now, do you mind, Ruby, sending me... Well, oh wait, we're in ads. It's so good. I cannot believe that, like, Twinkie just came up with that freaking thing. I'll wait out the ads, and then we are gonna try to figure something out for Ruby's, account situation. Because maybe you'll have to send me the, you'll send the previous email? Okay, let's try with that. Because I think you forgot to bind the new email with the level infinite, so it's still bound to the other email. Because otherwise there's no way that I would have been able to send a code and log in on that, but then be sent on global to B101 or whatever it was. Like, that's the only explanation I have. Like, I'm actually confused as shit right now. Because I've never had that. And I assume that this happened because of the binding of accounts. So if I had to give a good example of this, is like what I had with fucking Hoyoverse, with Hoyo accounts and with Wuthering Waves as well. I had that. Where I always logged in with my Gmail. And then one day I decided to bind the account. But the problem is that because I did the binding in a weird way, it counted as a separate new account, so I had to change things to rebind it. I'm gonna go in later and all of a sudden your stuff is gone. I doubt it. I doubt it, Ruby. I hope not. But what I think happened is that you have that other email bound to Level Infinite, but Level Infinite thinks that it's a new account. Whereas when you're logging in with the Gmail directly or something, it's connecting like normal. That would be my assumption of what is happening. Basically. That would be my assumption. Face right on the street. I love that song so much. So hopefully my theory is correct, because I have no fucking idea otherwise. Otherwise, I have absolutely no idea. In theory, the code has been sent. Rivals. Don't worry, by the way, about taking time. It's absolutely not a problem. Like, it's completely out of your hands. Nobody could have... You couldn't have expected it. Nobody could have expected this. So don't worry about it. Don't feel bad about this. It happens. It's just Shift Up and fucking gacha games having shitty account binding systems. Yo, how's it going, Exes? How many instances of Nika will be open by the end of this stream? I hope not too many. I haven't had this bug today, though, for some reason. I don't want to jinx it, but we have 0 instances of Nika and I already closed it once. So there is that. Did the code just straight up not send, maybe? Hold on. Let me just send it again. How many more reviews you gotta do before you clear the list? So the list will be cleared. So Ruby Legacy, after that I have Andranator, I have Argonaut, technically Kyle, Tuni, Kino, Ragna, Caesar, technically Heyday, and technically Mr. Ada could get an account review because he redeemed it, but I assume that it's more of a meme than anything because he's also a top 50 solo rate player when he decides not to be washed up. So his account is actually good. Bug me instead. Are you not getting the emails then? Maybe. Yo, how's it going? Hello. Yo, how's the day been? Good luck with all of that. I mean, some of the people that I mentioned are just straight up not here. And today is the last day I'm going to be doing the free account reviews, because I'm not going to extend this by another day just to accommodate people that don't show up, right? So all the people that don't show up today, just, they missed out on it. Straight up. So that's gonna be it for them in that regard. Didn't get the verification code on the other email. Interesting. Did I? There's no way I logged in on the wrong server, did I? Hold on. Let me just try with the other email again then. This is so weird. Reboses. Yeah, it's super odd. So I send the code again to your Gmail, Ruby. Let's see if it's something that I fucked up on my side, but that's super weird. I've never had this happen before. But hey, at least I get to see Cinderella slice up raptors over and over again, which is my favorite waifu. In before Ali typed the Gmail wrong. That's impossible because Ruby is getting the codes. That's the thing. Like, Ruby is getting the codes and she's sending them to me. And I am logging in. Like, I just logged back in again. I am so fucking confused. Oh, wait. You log with that on... Oh, I think I know what happened. Wait, no, that still don't make sense. You might want to check, finally got over Tribe Tower 830, you're free. Jesus, Ada. Congrats on that. I need to do that as well. I actually need to do Tribe Tower as well. I'm currently on 710. Not very your waifu is meta. That's called a waifu isn't. So I'm going to log again. And see if... Okay, so I am on global here. So it is global server. So if I can't log in, I might need you... Nihil MC the 800 special. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Yinhua lovers in shambles. Dude, that's insane. Wait, what synchro were you again, Ada? Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna double check. It is global, right? Like it's not NA, it is global, right? It is global. Okay, so we are on global here. Sorry about that. 521. Oh, okay. So at 521, you can finish everything. Nice. So maybe I'll finish most of Tower on the next update, because I'm saving my core dust. I could technically level up a bunch. Maybe not to 521, but I could level up a bunch. I'm just saving it intentionally right now. Okay, I hope to God that it's not bugged. Nope, we're back to B10. Okay. I'm going to log off your account, Ruby. I'm gonna need you to check your level infinite if it's bound to the Gmail and if you have like everything bound correctly. Otherwise, what I might end up having to do is do it over Discord and stream the Discord, but that's gonna be a pain. Haven't seen that model in a while. Yep. So the red eyes did, yeah. The red eyes are crazy. So for now, I'm going to skip over you, Ruby. Just so that you double check your own account to see if it's linked properly with Level Infinite. To do that, you need to go to the Level Infinite website and check there your account binding. It was cutting it real close, so expect Giga Mauled. Oof. I'm looking forward to it, though. It's gonna be fun. I'm really sorry, Ruby. I'll skip for now, and I'll just go on to the next ones. And then I'll loop back to you. Now, if the Level Infinite linking and everything after you check is not working correctly, I'll just do it over Discord. But for now, let's just go on to the other ones. So... let's see Heyday, if he's here. So Heyday is not here. So I'm just going to... unless he manifests himself later, I'll just mark him as complete for now and just kick him from the queue. Kino. Kino-kun. Nope, Kino is not here. No worries, I'll get it figured out in the meantime. Yeah, you're good to log in. You're good to log in. So Kino is not here. I'll just kick him from the list. Kyle is not here, so I'll just kick him from the list as well. Argonaut, if you are here... let's see, Argonaut. Am I even in the list? I'm new to the game, fuck off. Ada being new to the game, that's a good one. So Argonaut is not here. So I guess I'll just kick him from the list for now. Tuni, I don't know if Tuni is on the list. It happens. It happens. They redeemed it a few days ago. But the problem is that there is a queue. So Tuni is not here. I'll just kick from the list. Ragna is here, but I'm just gonna kick him from the list regardless. I'm so tempted to just kick him from the list regardless. Andrenator. Andrenator, if you're here, manifest yourself. Otherwise, I'll just kick him from the list as well, unless he manifests himself later. Yoink. That's another one eliminated. So Caesar Phoenix, we loop back to that one that was redeemed a week ago. If you are alive and in the chat, manifest yourself. Otherwise, I'll just freaking kick you from the list as well, honestly. Caesar Phoenix. Unfucking believable that we actually looped it back to him. But if you want your account review, now's a good time, Caesar. We actually looped back on the list. That's amazing. Oh, by the way, this song was the winner of the Eurovision. Fun fact. Like many years ago. There's a whole calling what you're... Yeah, I mean, I'm literally just calling them because... if the redeem is only one channel point, it's easy to just redeem. And if you don't get it that day, just don't mind. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a massive calling. So I'll just ping Caesar real quick here, see if he wakes up, because maybe he's just lurking. Otherwise, I'll just call him. Oh, Kumomo, thanks a lot for the follow. Much appreciated. Wait, with your follow, we are at 870 followers now. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, there he is. Caesar, can you DM me your details for your account review? Give me a sec. Okay, we can just wait. But yeah, this song was actually the winner of the Eurovision many years ago. It was such a cool spectacle. It's the 57th day you've been trapped in this college of anime women. Everyone just believes I'm a part of the cast. They do not realize I just wish to go home. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. This wallpaper, I made it as a joke a long time ago for the Nier collab event for when I was pulling on Tubi. Because all of these characters are voiced by the same voice actors that voiced Tubi in Nier Automata on the JP side. And then I just turned it into a wallpaper eventually. I can also just put this, by the way. I can put the just chatting here like this. This also works. Rappy talking to Tubi, yeah, basically. I can't. Oh, there we go, Phoenix. Is there a way, more about solo raid and a way to reach stage 8 on Kraken? Okay. Stage 8 on Kraken. Usually that's more down to just Scarlet Black Shadow having good elemental and playing properly. So let's just have I sent you the code and we can actually start with Caesar Phoenix. Ali's in fact voiced that VA in Japanese. Imagine if I did that. That would be so cool. I believe that's how it's written. Right? Oh, Kumomo, thanks a lot. Oh, thanks a lot for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Hold on, let me shout you out. Go, Rain. Welcome, Raiders. How's everyone doing? Well, this is an awkward time to catch me, but... my name is Aliane. I'm a gacha variety and just general variety Pepega VTuber. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm a competitive... I'm also a competitive Nikkei player. I mean, if that's something to brag about. And right now I'm doing account reviews for free. Well, finishing up on the free account reviews that I did last week, basically. Oh, thanks a lot for the follow, Notokato. Notokato14. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, welcome, Raiders. What were you up to? Oh, you were also playing Nikkei. Nice. Wait, what were you up to in Nikkei, Kumomo? Go Gecko. How's it going? It's your first time playing? Oh, okay. Second Nika stream. She's a new commander. Oh, how... Oh, that means that you've been getting destroyed by the story, aren't you? Caesar, you were on NA, right? I believe. Oh, that means that you're getting destroyed by the story and by Marion and everything. I wish I was there to see the reaction to Marion. Holy shit. That is always a treat. Shit, are you late? No worries. I can still do your account review. Yeah, you're on NA. Okay. Yo, Deli. Lurking while working? Yeah, appreciate it a lot, Deli. Have you been... It's been a while since I've last been able to catch you or anything. The Cabin Factory lately. Oh, you're not playing in Fortnite. That's interesting. Member of C's #1 union. Nice to meet you. Wait, you're from either Camelot or the other one. Free to play. Wait, are you in a free to play minute? Oh man, like the story is so good. You're gonna enjoy it a lot. Like, believe it or not, the story actually ramps up a lot, Kumamu. Also, Kumamu, if I mispronounce your name or if you prefer me to say your name in a different way, feel free to tell me as well. Because I tend to butcher names a lot. Was something we all did. We fall in love with Marion and then she was like, yep. We're naturally gonna shoot and we all know how it ended. Yep. Oh, thanks a lot for the follow. Oh wait, you followed me a while ago actually. The train was hard. You're free to play too. Oh, well, the Union free to play is not very free to play. Let's put it that way. In the C server, I'm not in the C server personally, but that's but you're gonna be free to play. Nika is very free to play friendly. Personally, not exactly free to play. Let's just put it that way. Oh, you followed me on Twitter. Thanks a lot. I'll follow you back. I'll follow you back on Twitter as well. Free to play is quite the opposite of free to play, yeah. If we're talking about the Southeast Asia Union free to play, then it's quite the opposite of free to play. Yeah, just what the heck. This bitch already spent. Wait, what? Did she already? Wait, is she a fake free to play then? Okay, as usual, I've already reviewed your account, Caesar, so as usual, the guilty wallpaper is something that I can appreciate. Respect for the MLB guilty, yep. Did you bind the account on PC in the middle of doing it right now? Yeah, I personally bound it on PC, yeah. There is like an in-game thing to bind it, by the way, Ruby. So if you log into the game, there should be a little thing somewhere in here that is like link to Level Infinite Pass to get rewards. This one. So Nikke has been on a campaign to try to get as many people to link to Level Infinite. And by doing this, you can just link to Level Infinite, I believe. Free to power spend, yep. Free to pay, yep. Commemorate is not free to play, I see. First try, pray the heck, kick and destroy it. 1 second later, Screamy. Oh, dude. It was so funny when you think about the EX stages that you see in campaign. Early on, they destroy you so hard. And later on, they just become jokes that are just gem reserves. It's really funny. Like, the train that you encounter early on, you're absolutely not meant to fight it at that point in time. It's so funny. Put me in the account review too. I can absolutely do that. I can absolutely do that as a freebie. Let me just make a note somewhere. Let me open my notepad, actually. I can do that as a freebie, since we have some free spots. Since I did a great calling earlier of people that just were no-shows. There we go. EX stage in CP deficit is so laughably easy, yep. Normally it's channel points, yeah. Last week I did them for free. And I'm just finishing up on the ones that were redeemed last week for free. But I can absolutely do a freebie. I don't mind that one. No. I said I would do the freebie. I will do it. Consider it as a thanks. But yeah. And I can also like help a new player in that regard. So for Caesar, you were requesting about solo raid and reaching stage 8 Kraken. So let's start with stage 8 Kraken. So for stage 8 Kraken, you're going to want to reroll your Scarlet Black Shadow a lot. Actually, like a lot. So for starters, get this elemental damage higher. And you're going to basically lock this attack and try to fish for elemental on line 2 or line 3. Same over here, you're just going to try to get... Your first objective is to get 4 lines of elemental. After that, your second objective is to get 4 lines of attack. In your case, it shouldn't be too difficult to get 4 attack, 4 elemental. And then you get like that 1 line of ammunition. Once you get all of those things, getting to stage 8 Kraken and beyond is... Well, stage 8 Kraken is not going to be all that difficult anymore. The elemental is not to be understated. Also, get the bond to as high as possible. These are free stats, by the way. Like, this is free stats that you could get. Like, I'm just going to consume one as an example, Caesar, just so you see what I mean. Every time you increase the bond with your Nikis, it's going to be free stats that will eventually add up to make a difference. Your Scarlet Black Shadow is LB1, so you should be able to go all the way to bond level 20 instead of bond level 8. So that's already the first point to start. Second point, you want to level up your Bastion Cube, because Bastion Cube is just straight up better on Scarlet Black Shadow. But you want to have it higher level, because higher level means that it will also have more elemental damage as well. All of these little details will add up. Account review need channel points. Usually they need channel points, otherwise I get swarmed. So, as a frame of reference, I did my subathon during my birthday in December, and I'm like starting to do a bunch of the rewards for the subathon. One of the rewards was 1 week of free account reviews. I've been doing 4 times a week, 4 hours of account reviews last week nonstop, and I'm just finishing up on this stream. It was quite something. The swarm was, let's just say I got Zerg rushed. Yeah, how's it going, Aculix? This day with the commander voucher, how could you? EX Mother Whale failure dabbing on it. Didn't even feel good, just kind of said, yep. Like, the EX stages are just kind of become a joke eventually, especially once you get to overload gear. It's just sad to look at them, honestly. Dole Phase 15 is also going to help you a lot in that front. Now, since I believe you're a Helm simp, I would assume that you're working towards Treasure Helm, right? I mean, if you don't have Treasure Helm, that's fine. Treasure Helm is going to help you a lot. If you get Treasure Helm, that's going to help you a lot. It's better than Naga, technically, for Kraken. But you have Naga built, so you can just go with that. So, team-wise, if you know how to manual... Where the fuck is Alice? Oh, there she is. If you know how to manual Alice, it will be a little bit easier. 10... Ooh, that's... it's too high, but it's fine. It's not going to make a difference. Charge speed... Ooh, this is bad. Hold on. This Alice also needs some fixing if you want to stage 8 Kraken. So this is going to be a reset attributes to get higher elemental and higher ammo capacity. These are the main stats that you care about. The crit damage blue thing is just a bait. Just reset attributes and get these 2 higher. Don't care about the crit damage. So that's for the chest piece. For the boots... Ooh, you'll... This ammo is fine. The attack is fine. You can kind of leave it be. You have charge speed, you have ammo. That's fine. So this is the one that... Wait. Charge speed here. Ew, that's gonna suck. You might actually end up fucking locking the charge speed line and just reroll the rest to get ammo, honestly. Like, either get... That's 1 line, that's 2 lines, that's 3 lines. Okay, so reset attributes here. This is kind of fine, so you can leave it be. And this is fine. So you can just reset here to get, like, more ammo or attack or elemental. But your Alice should be workable for Kraken, then. What... you are using... Is it not better for attack 4 elemental, 2 ammo, 2 charge speed? For neutral Alice, not really. So here's one of the big misunderstandings that people tend to have about Alice, in my opinion, is how valuable attack actually is for Alice. Like, it's valuable, but let's put it this way. You have 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, you have 3 lines of ammo. Never mind. Yeah, you would have to reroll here for attack. So, personally, the Alice that I aim for is 3 lines of ammunition, 4 lines of elemental, 2 lines of charge speed, and then the rest just fills in with attack, basically. The reason for that is that ammo is actually more valuable on Alice than attack for the most part. It's not to the point that you need like 4 lines of ammo, though technically you could go all the way to 4 lines of ammo. Because 1, she gets attack buffs from herself, and you can externally buff her as well. Her main limiting factor most of the time during burst is her ammo capacity. As a baseline, she has 6 ammo, and that's why you want the ammo, so that she squeezes in as many bullets during the bursts as possible to maximize that damage. So 3 lines of ammo is kind of like where I personally aim for, because it's a good amount of ammo, and then you can like squeeze in some attack and everything to just, extra damage here and there. Will deleting the level infinite pass account delete the in-game account? You might have to make them from scratch and use a different email. Ooh, I would wait on that. Worst case scenario, Ruby, like, don't worry about it. Like, absolute worst case scenario, I can do a account review, even on my Discord, and just look at it and just look at the different things and just look at it in a Discord stream or something, if that works as well. It's just that it's more comfortable for me to be able to move around myself, but I can absolutely do it that way just to be safe for your account for now. So for your Alice, I would say definitely reset attributes here, get the extra ammo, get the extra elemental. This is kind of fine. Technically, long-term, you will want to try to get the elemental, but you already have like these 2 lines. For Kraken specifically, it doesn't matter, so we are not going to go into that. You have the charge speed and the ammo here, so you're kind of good on that for Kraken specifically. And here you could technically try to roll attack or an extra line of ammo. Both are good for Kraken specifically. Technically, you would want to have like those 4 lines of elemental and everything, but for now, let's just focus on the question, right? And you'll have a stronger Alice overall. So for Kraken, in your case, the team you're probably... Wait, how build is your Rappy Red Hood? Rappy Red Hood is going to be a huge one as well. Would be nice if you could get her to full OL, but she's already 10-10-10, and she's going to be a B1. She's going to be a B1 cooldown reduction mainly. So, if we go into your Kraken team, it's going to look something like this. Not leader, because you don't need leader. Also, how build is your crown? I forgot to check that. 10-10-10. Okay, 10s across the board, that's good. So it's going to actually look like, whoops. It's actually going to look like this instead. Now, cubes-wise, you're going to be using Bastion here. And you're going to use Bastion here. You do want to get your Bastion cube higher, by the way. Prioritize your Bastion cube now, because there's so many Nikas that actually prefer Bastion over Resilience. I know that Resilience is more universal, but at the point where you're at in the game, you should prioritize Bastion over Resilience now, because so many more Nikas will value that more. You have Cinderella, you have Scarlet Black Shadow, you have Rappy Red Hood. Technically, Red Hood goes as well with Bastion. You have all these Nikas that that will prioritize that for you. And your Resilience is already at level 9. Like, technically, the Shotgun Squad. Like, you could go with a lot of Nikas. So, there is a lot of value. Bro built Core 7 City. How's it going, guest? Discord? Yeah, there's my Discord. Did good Core 7 guilty. Yeah, I respect the Core 7 guilty. I respect that. So yeah, so your team is gonna look something like this. I'm going to mock it for you so that you understand so that I can showcase you a few things. Now, it's going to be a little bit rougher on your account compared to mine, but it should be doable. Is everyone doing since things are going well for you? Oh, wait, things are going well for you? That's great. What happened? Okay, so you're going to be aiming to strike the tentacles in priority. You're gonna aim to strike the tentacles in priority. I'm just gonna quick shot, actually. Fuck it. And you're going to try to rotate your bursts as quickly as possible. Once you strike like all of these tentacles down, yoink, you're gonna be careful with the flare so that you don't get fucked over by... Try to be careful with the flares and try to always time so that you have always a crown shield for each wave of Kraken. It's very important that you block the tidal waves of Kraken with... that you block the tidal waves of Kraken with crown shield so that you don't have to worry about cover being broken or any damage going through it. That way you can keep up your DPS all the time. That way all the time you're keeping up all of this damage and you're just never taking any damage. And in the rare occasions that you do take damage, it's kind of whatever. Ooh, I'm dropping some frames though. Kind of like this. There, now we got the shield back up, and now we just continue squeezing in bursts. After that, like, you can pause tech technically the QTEs, but nowadays pause tech is a little bit more annoying to do in terms of pause buffering. Whoops. So you can just do it like this, honestly. It's kind of whatever. Recharge your shot as soon as Kraken pops in. That way you're basically ready for Kraken next phase. And after that, it's just going to be a matter of timelining these correctly. As long as you timeline these correctly, you're kind of big chilling in that regard. So I might have broken the left tentacle a little bit too soon, but it should be fine. Yeah, we're big chilling here. After that, it's just a matter of, you know, dealing these things. Like, Kraken is a lot about timelining properly and having the correct investments, on top of having, like, correct core uptime. Now, Naga might die here because of bad RNG, so we're just gonna cover her. We're just gonna cover for Naga there, because otherwise she's going to die. So be careful with your... Naga, also be careful with the tentacles, because that could fuck over your run pretty badly. And be careful to timeline for, you know, the tentacles properly as well, because otherwise these could fuck you up as well. Should be fine here, though. There we go. This is gonna be a really awkward timeline, but it should be fine. There we go. This is gonna be a really awkward timeline, but with a little bit more elemental, you should be able to reach... you should be able to... Whoops. You should be able to reach stage 8. Like, right now, it's a lot about... I could, like, turbo min-max and probably reach it. But it's gonna be a lot about reaching... what's it called? Like, that extra elemental and everything. Isn't Nikki more CPU intensive than GPU? Yeah. Go different gacha game, your pulls out quite nice. Wait, what game are you gambaying on? Oh, you enter my Discord as well? Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, like, what's gonna help you a lot is getting extra elemental and just min-maxing the fight a little bit more. It would benefit you a lot, of course, to have, like, Rappy more invested, to have those faster rotations. Someone invaded my Discord. Invasions. Just curious if one doesn't have yet an SBS or Alice build well for Kraken. Is there any other way, other Nikas that could help? Technically, yes. I don't know if Caesar has them, but yes, technically you have other Nikas you could use in the meantime. There is Summer Sakura that you could use. Hold on. Why does... Wait, I'm gonna have to go to the Wikipedia, probably. Oh, it's just threatening to kick you a review of the list. I didn't threaten, I already kicked it from the list. So yeah, technically, if you go into Wikipedia and you need like wind damage. It's not going to be as effective as Scarlet Black Shadow, but technically mana, what's it called? Summer Sakura. Now, Summer Sakura is limited, so I don't expect most of you to have it. So mana is like a more universal Summer Sakura. So you could use mana for that as well. And after that, it's kind of like copium. Like Scarlet Black Shadow is just so much leaps ahead of the rest of the pack that she's kind of mandatory for high Kraken clears. She's mandatory for high Kraken clears. Like you cannot actually kill Kraken without Scarlet Black Shadow. Though the rewards cap out at stage 7, so you could kind of make do with other Nikas to some extent, but it's not ideal, and it's probably going to be super rough. Mana, Guilty, technically, you could use her if you don't have like any other wind Nikas. Noir as well, like you could use bunnies as well if you don't have anything better to use. Summer Rosanna technically works. Volume is like a burst 1 cooldown reduction. You want to have at least one wind Nika to deal with the circles. Otherwise, you're just not getting anywhere on Kraken. Or as a matter of fact. But like primary damage dealers, meaning B3s, it's basically either Scarlet Black Shadow or you have to cope with Mana or Summer Sakura, which is like completely far from ideal because they're multiple steps below them. Should I cope that collab units are needed in the meta? I mean, hopefully they aren't. Now, what you could in theory do is if you don't have good win Nikas, what you could do is use a very strong neutral team. So strong neutral teams would be something like Cinderella. Would be something like Alice Red Hood. Technically, although Red Hood it kind of stings for me to say that she's strong on neutral. You could use like Cinderella. She's very, very, very powerful on neutral. And then have one random win Nika to deal with the QTs. So you could have like, I don't know, Cinderella team for the most part, and then just have like one off burst or one burst to Nika like Guilty or something to just deal with the win QTs and just have that as a strong thing. Although technically you would want Crown, so you would probably go something like Crown and then like Guilty of Burst or something. Or you could go with like a with like I mentioned, like Mana or Summer like Mana, for example, on off burst. And just go with like a Cinderella team. Or you could have like Blanc, like bunnies plus Cinderella, technically. It's not ideal, but you know, if you don't have anything better, you might as well just use like a strong neutral team. You beat the game for now, nice, Ada. Do you think SBS, even if not yet fully built, could work well enough? Probably better than almost anything you can throw at Kraken, yeah. The primary things for Scarlet Black Shadow to function are just her skill 1 and her skill 2 to level 7 and her skill 1 as high as you can. Even like low investment Scarlet Black Shadow is still gonna do more damage than most of the shit you can throw. The reason why you stop at skill 2 level 7 is because beyond that, the ammo capacity extra is not super worthwhile for herself. Like it's just a matter of ammo breakpoints. S1, you can try to get it as high as possible and burst skill as high as possible, but even not highly invested Scarlet Black Shadow will be better than almost anything you can throw, yes. Ew, King, how's it going, dude? Yeah. Honestly, for new players, I would recommend building Scarlet Black Shadow almost above everything else if you have them. And the only exception would probably be like Red Hood, but that's just for added flexibility, or Rapid Red Hood for added flexibility. Scarlet Black Shadow would be like that one thing that for every new player I would recommend to build above all else. She's just that useful. Like, the only exceptions would be like Red Hood and Rappy. But if I had to give like top 3 Nikas to build as a brand new player, it would be Rappy Red Hood, then Scarlet Black Shadow. If you have Scarlet Black Shadow, I would also recommend building Alice skill 1 to level 10. Like, I would just recommend to build, maybe not to level 10, but start building Alice as 1. And even without like high investments, you can still make use of Alice. Like, for example, on my JP and NA accounts, I have like scuffed Alices that don't have overload and that don't have shit, but with investments, they still kill shit. So it kind of works out. Crown, SBS, Red Hood, Modernia. Yeah, I mean, those, for new players, that would be the top 4 for sure right now. If we're talking pure Pilgrims, but if we're talking Pilgrims and over spec, Rappy Red Hood is over Modernia any day of the week. If I had to give like the top Nikas to build, Rappy Red Hood, then Scarlet Black Shadow, then for sure Crown as well. Like, those would be the top 4. And then the 5th one... the 5th one would probably be like Cinderella or something. Like, out of the Pilgrims. Or either Cinderella or Modernia. Like, I would be torn between those 2. Talking pure Pilgrims, you trust your source. More than anything better is just that your SBS is not built. You even have given her some okay gear. Literally had so many Nikas need to work since Scarlet Black Shadow after he got a Red Hood, then Crown built. Yeah, like, there's a lot to build. And we have so many scarce resources, but those would be like the recommendations. Now, I'll get back to Caesar's account review for solo raid now. So I saw that Rappy Red Hood is still missing gear. You should theoretically have... Oh, wait, you really don't have Elysian, do you? Oh, that really sucks. Yeah. Try to finish your Rappy Red Hood. Try to get her as well a purple doll for the love of God. I know that the RNG is dog shit, but try to get that. Rappy Red Hood is one of those super high priority ones. Let's just have a quick look for solo raid purposes. So your guilty is just ready for any time there's win week solo raid. I'm surprised that doll is not high level, but I'm not gonna comment on waifu investments, and I'm not gonna comment on Laplace because everyone knows my opinion on Laplace treasure. And that's, is it not even? Yeah, that's a treasure Laplace. 10-10-10 is over-invested, so you might want to reset that eventually. Soline, that's no comment on that. That's a waifu investment. She works in some cases, but it's like either you watched Shinono and thought it would work,
you
or
want to pick my music? I mean, sure.
How's it good? Okay, guest. Just tell me the song in the thing. OG Scarlet, I wouldn't invest any further into her because she's kind of like
want to pick my
very
music?
secondary.
I mean,
wait,
sure.
why are you guys spamming that now? Jesus Christ. Let's see. So Scarlet Black Shadow, definitely try to get some of your investments in order there. Already mentioned that. Noise is... yeah. There's a lot of waifu investments, and for solo raid, that's gonna hurt you. That's the thing. Helm, I wouldn't invest any further into her until you get the treasure. Once you get the treasure, you can start investing into her skills, like especially skill 1. But for now, it's not necessary. Dorothy, I wouldn't invest any further into her because she rarely sees usage these days in top solo raid teams. Except when it's like me, because I don't have a volume very built.
Baby.
Give you my old 2017. It's called Give You My Old 2017. Okay. Give You My Old 2017. Whoops. I Will Give You My All by Simon Vilklund, is it? Oh, it's by Simon Viklund, right? I would assume that it's this one. So I'll just put it. Can I paste the link here? Yeah, I hope it's a Spotify link, though. Crown, that's fine. You already have her at 10, 10, 10. 4 for 10, that's good for... I'm not going to comment on waifu investments. This is over-invested. You don't need to invest any further into Privity, by the way. You already have the S1 at level 10. You don't need to go any further. Just checking that there is no ammo on this thing. That's good. The problem is that for solo raid, your investments are very lopsided. So, for example, you don't have good overload lines on your Modernia. So that's gonna stink. Like, you don't have any ammo on your mod. Oof. But the problem is that there is also like other Nikas that require investments probably as well. This is over-invested for Snow. 4 for 10 is more than enough for you. Or 4 10 10. S1 is not super useful for Snow. Yeah, like... This is gonna... That's... At least you got 2B for Fire Weak Cinderella teams, I guess. But you don't have the Elemental to back it up. Which is kind of a problem. Red Hood is 10, 10, 10. She has like 1 line of Elemental, 2 lines of Elemental, and half a line of attack. Noir. Ooh, you don't have the... Ooh, the ammo ability is pretty important, though, if you want to invest into Noir. But you've been... Okay, so 10, 10, 10 somewhere in Nice. Not a lot of Elemental or attack, but she's 10, 10, 10. Asuka... Try to get her to, like, S1 level. Oh, Jesus Christ, that jump scared me. That's a YouTube subscriber. Woo, that actually jump scared me. We haven't heard that one in a while during a stream. Technically, you could get the S1 to level 7 to get the extra attack. Eventually, you will want to get her to 10, 10, 10. You want Ammunition Elemental. That's good. You want Ammunition Elemental. Don't lock... like, this type of stuff, you don't need to lock it. Just reset attributes to get higher ammo values first. Attack is not super valuable on... Like, it's not the most valuable thing on her. So, theoretically, you could reroll for Ammo Elemental here. At least you have 3 ammo. It's just a matter of getting the values higher. And you have some amount of Elemental. It's also a matter of getting values higher and getting, like, Elemental here as well. So this Asuka is kind of manageable. Now, your Rapid Red Hood is probably, like, in the dirt. Elemental, ammo, and attack. First get Elemental, then get as much ammo as possible. At least 3 lines of ammo, I would say. Personally, I value ammo over attack. But that's just personally. So try to get some of that. Especially you already invested into the skills. Now, Tia is 4, 10, 10. That's good. Braid, don't invest into her. I hope that initially that was a waifu investment that you reset. Cinderella, you're gonna want to get 4 lines of Elemental if possible. She's huge. And then eventually 4 lines of attack as well. It's not a high priority at the moment. Oh, wait. I forgot to... It already reset. Yoink. There we go. Gonna lurk a few seconds just before you see what you can do for SBS. Should have 2 spare gear. Okay. Any guess on new Sim overclock next week? It's probably gonna be Water Week. It's probably gonna be really annoying. Has to be YouTube. Spotify isn't letting you link. Okay, you can send the YouTube as well. Yeah, that's fine. You just see a full OL Arya, yeah. Midlet falling off, yep. Got Luppy on Raki Red Hood and Cindy OL. Well, literally had to use most of your resources on your main team, which is unlucky enough doesn't have Wind Element there, yeah. That's the thing. And Scarlet Black Shadow should be considered like a main team. That's the thing. Why Water weak? It's probably gonna be linked to the solo raid. The reason why we got Electric weak is because Cinderella was released and they wanted to promote Electric through the Oh my god. I mean, sure, I can put that song right now. I just hope it's not Monka TOS. Oh my god. The fact that I know what this song is, I hate myself. I kinda hate myself for knowing what this song is. Oh my god. I hope it's not too loud though. Because it's very loud in my ears. SMG requirement would look easy. No, I meant Cinderella. X-Maiden as well, but I meant Cinderella. Because I believe we had this overclocks in Cinderella, unless I'm misremembering. I hope the music is not too loud though, but holy fuck this song. Okay, the so get this S2 to level 10. It's gonna help you a lot in solo raid, Caesar. This song is like beyond questionable, honestly. Oh my god. Get the S2 to level 10. I can barely focus with this song right now, holy fuck. I can barely focus with this stupid song. The lyrics are just too fucking cursed. What the fuck am I listening to? You're creating content. You do know that this doesn't appear in my VODs, right? Oh my god. That fucking song, man. This fucking song. Get the S2 to level 10. The intrusive thoughts coming out while the song is playing. Yep. I'm not a stoner, so this song doesn't hate your brain, dude. Good music taste according to Tsur. A better SpongeBob song that does have bars. This one is just because it's giga cursed. So get the S2 to level 10, Caesar. That's gonna help you a lot. Beyond that, let's see. Try to finish up your Ein. Also OL her, because that's gonna help you a lot for Electric Week solo raid specifically. You're gonna want to finish your Bunny Soda for the Shotgun Squad, because I assume that you have what the fuck am I? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go back to my playlist now. GG easy. Jeez, yep. Oh, that's a good emote. That song is so freaking cursed. Also, let's not listen to Hoyo music. No sa, así no se mata. Ay, yo te pego. So Rouge, you're gonna want to get the S1 to level 10 for your Cinderella team specifically. This is a pretty high priority for you, actually. Like, this is gonna be very high priority for you for solo raid, because even on neutral, Cinderella hits like a truck. So you're gonna want to get that really quickly. Also, overloading this is not a bad idea. Ooh, your mate Privity is in the dumps as well. I kind of expected it, but the thing is, you're a guilty enjoyer, so you might as well invest in Shotgun Squad and slot guilty in your Shotgun Squad for solo raid. You might as well connect your own waifu tastes with utility for solo raid so you can get better scores, is where I'm getting at. So you could definitely invest a little bit further into your mate Privity. S1 is the highest priority over S2. S1 over S2, and then burst kill, you can eventually build that up. Full overload her is definitely a good idea too. Leona, you can kind of ignore her. As much as I like Leona, honestly, it's kind of a shame that she's not all that, she's not used all that frequently. And in your case specifically, you invested so heavily in Guilty, you might as well make use of Guilty, because it's, the damage up is probably going to be higher than anything your Leona could provide. Beyond that, you love shotguns. They're always those are always thick. I mean, you might as well just link up your tastes in Nikke's with this. Like, get the S1 to level 9 with Tovi, because Tovi is gonna make your guilty hit even more frequently. So it's gonna help you a lot. Like S1 to level 9, and S2, you want to get it to level 10 eventually. Now, I know that skill books are scarce, so I know it's a tall ask, but S1 level 9 and S2 to level 10 would be like huge goals for you, like long term. Because you are, like, you love a lot of the shotgun Nikes, so you might as well make use of your waifu tastes and also make them hit hard. Quincy Escape Queen. Yo, Water Week solo raid is coming up soon, my brother. You want to invest into Quincy and get her some OLs for Water Week solo raid. If Guilty supported stacks for all elements, that would be really good. Pepper is thick. She is secretly thick, yeah. She's one of those that looks very skinny in baggy clothes.
You want to pick my music? I mean, sure.
Aculex as well? Okay, I mean, link it. Try to get your Mari to 7 across the board, because that's going to be huge as well for solo raid for you. Because Maddie goes into quite a few teams just due to the attack damage buffs that she provides. Exlude. I'm surprised that you haven't invested into Exlude. Holy shit. S1, invest into that. Try to get her to like 744 at least. Exlude, we have Water Week solo raid coming up as well, and she's a mainstay in solo raid. Damage taken debuff, built-in Bastion Cube, decent off-burst damage. Like, you really want to invest into that. Okay, so let's see what Aculex sent. If it's YouTube, we are going to be getting ads because I've not been paying for YouTube Premium lately. Saving for that VTuber model after all. Hello, metal cover. Okay. I can appreciate a good metal cover. Okay, so beyond that, anything else in dire straits? I mean, yeah, definitely Exlude is a huge one. Ooh, Maiden. You definitely want to invest into her as well. S2 to level 10 for Electric Week solo raid. You can hold off on that at the moment because we don't have an Electric Week solo raid, but long term, you're going to want to get this skill 2 to level 10. And the burst skill to level 7. Like 410, 7 at least, my dude. Like, that's going to be huge for you. Ew, ad break, okay. What is Ragnar talking about? Yeah, I know who he's talking about. But yeah, we're getting ads right now. That's a pretty good cover, honestly. A little bit loud on my ears, though. There we go. You'll learn about SpongeBob from you. Yeah, it's probably Cinder, isn't it? Not loud enough on stream. Wait, really? There. Don't even watch other VTubers besides me. That's understandable. I'm all you need. But yeah, so Nika's in dire straits. Grave is another one. Holy fuck, this is bad. Oh no. You also want to get your Grave to, like, at least burst level 7. S1, you can go anywhere between 4 and 7, and S2 level 4 at least. Like, you could go 4, 4, 7 at the very least on your Grave, Caesar. I don't know if you can still hear me. Yo, Cookie, how's it going? Do you know the hit game called Balatro? I've been considering streaming it, actually. I've actually been considering buying it and streaming it, funnily enough, Cookie. That's a coincidence. Better reset all waifus, honestly, yeah. Like, if you care about solo raid ranking now, get a roster to a comfortable position to top 3%, and then you can go all in on waifu investments. But yeah, it's really funny that you mentioned Balatro Cookie, because I've been considering streaming that game. It looks a lot of fun. I actually enjoy card games, surprisingly enough. Like, I used to play Magic the Gathering a lot. I enjoyed Hearthstone in its time. I've dabbled in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I kind of been meaning to play Balatro and Slay the Spire. I vibe with this, honestly. I vibe with this type of metal covers. But yeah, and also try to oil your grave.
You like card games yet you don't play Legends of Runeterra.
I did try Legends of Runeterra. I need to get back into that too. Just no time. This guy has you beat, yeah. Like, this is just too much waifu. Like, I respect the waifu investments, right? Like, that's the thing that I said. I heard you run trading card shop for a while. People stopped coming because you get give challenge pennies. True, King, true. TCG Card Shop Simulator was so much fun. TCG Card Shop Simulator was so much freaking fun. But yeah, it's a matter of balancing, right, Caesar? I personally respect a lot the waifu investments. Even though I'm a competitive player, I respect the waifu investments because those are fun, those are what makes you happy. At the end of the day, what makes you happy playing the game is the most important thing. If investing in Guilty makes you happy, if, you know, investing in all of these Nikas makes you happy, that's the key thing. Now, if you feel miserable because the progression is harder due to the waifu investments, it's a matter of balancing that out. Oh, wait, what? I thought the song was over. It's a matter of balancing the two. Not a hardcore esports player. Jesus Christ, that meme is never gonna die. He calls himself competitive, not a hardcore esports player. Yeah. It's a short for another song. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Let's just go back to my playlist then. But yeah. It's always a matter of balancing those. Like, I can relate to wanting to have waifu investments. Even though I don't do them on Nikke, there are other games where I do waifu investments because I just like the characters. Oh yeah, honestly, it was a bop of a song, Aculex. I really enjoyed it. I like almost every genre of music except like reggaeton and like some very specific things. I listen to about anything. But I think this should be like the priorities. I don't know if you heard me, by the way, Caesar, but you definitely need to get also your Grave out of the dire straits that she's currently in. Because Grave is amazing for Union Raid and Solo Raid, by the way. Like, she's really solid. Like, the attack damage buff that she gives cannot be understated either. Cuban reggaeton? Oh my god. Like, for some reason, I'm not too fond of the Mexican reggaeton. If I had to be, like, super specific. Help Cindy with Burson, yeah. The Guilty wallpaper is awesome. Recently, MLB Scene and her wallpaper. Yeah, the Scene wallpaper is also really sick, honestly. But yeah, the Guilty is like, damn. I kind of wanted to. But actually, Team 1 on at least 2 solo raids, she's been like Team 2, yeah. Like Team 1, Team 2. She's really, really useful. So those are like things to consider. But yeah, Caesar. Do you have any additional questions, Caesar? Like anything that I may have missed to mention to you, or any doubts or something that I didn't explain well, that I could, you know, get a little bit running for you, so of any doubts. One more question. What? How does he deal with Brutus' betrayal? So he wanted me to scroll the rest. I believe you said that you had like... Oh yeah, you do have Nihilister MLB as well, which is also a really sick wallpaper. That is also, I respect that too. As far as I know, everything I need investment in water codes for now. Not just water code, it's like your Grave needs investment, your Christmas Ludmilla needs investment, your Quincy Escape Queen needs investment, your Tovi for your Shotgun Squad. Like, Shotgun Squad, like, I mean, you have a guilty, like, you enjoy shotguns clearly, so you could make use of both in that regard. Cooldown reduction skills on D-Killer, Wife, and Rouge. Pretty high priority too. Mad EX7s across the board. Like, yeah. If I had to say your highest priority in terms of skill investment is probably like Rouge or something. And cooldown reduction skill. Because she's core for Cinderella, and Cinderella is really good on neutral. After that, probably try to get your Grave up as well a little bit. MLB Dragon, mommy to bag you, dude. Yeah. How do you make the wallpaper play again? Oh, that's quite simple. You can just scroll around. See? I scroll to Crown, I scroll back to Nihilister. What you can also do is just go in one tab and then just go back to the main screen. That also does it. Hoping for Nihilister to get an ult. I hope so too. It doesn't work on mobile? Really? Interesting. But yeah, so I'll be out of your account, Caesar. And I am completely out of your account. So I will do true to my promise. If if Kumomo is still here, I'm going to be true to my word and do the freebie that I promised. That is if Kumomo is here, though. If she had to leave because, you know, I know that streaming is tiring and, you know, grabbing food and all of that stuff, like, absolutely understandable too. Oh, you're here. Okay, just winding down? Yeah, no worries. Do you know how... Wait, because you're new, do you know how Level Infinite works? Did you do the linking to the Level Infinite account? Let's see. Kumo... Rin. Okay. So in your account, I'll show this on settings, others, live wallpaper, playback always. Yeah, that's one thing that you can do. Yeah, but as Bandeni said. So I'll show on mine real quick. I'm gonna need you to DM me what's it called, your email. And what we're gonna do is, the way it works for Level Infinite, right, is that if you linked your account to Level Infinite, I'll be able to send a one-time token password to your email, so that I can log into your account and do the account review. Once I use that one-time password token, it basically stops working, which is really nice for you, because once I log out, that password is just useless forever, and you can still keep logging in like normal on your side. So I believe in game, I'm just going to show it in my own account, but I believe in game you can link it with the Level Infinite link promotion thing. There should be like some promotional thing on the bell icon, I believe. You're not the only one, thank God. No worries, Ruby. Like, it's more common than you think. You got it? You linked it to your Gmail? Okay. So if you have it, then we're good. So if you don't mind DMing me on Discord or on Twitch, whatever makes you more comfortable, we can just get the account review rolling. Also, don't forget to tell me in the DMs which server you're from. Because otherwise we're gonna see B102 all over again, and we don't want to have that. Your previous emails might be unusable now. The account is linked. Okay. Oh, you're sending it me on Twitter. Okay, got it. Okay, so let me just get out of my own account, since you got it. Yes, quit now. Thank you, Nike. Okay, so let me just go on Twitter. That works too. Twitter, and just remove this. There we go. And you're on C. Got it. Okay. So let's get this. Whoops. I forgot to leave completely my own account. Oh, wait. Okay. Bonus points to anyone in the stream that recognizes this song. Okay. I wonder how many of you would recognize this song. Holy shit. That's a bop from the past. And really good memories too. Holy shit. Kogara Subaru. Yes. But yeah, what manga was it? You won't say the name. Bonus points to anyone who remembers that, honestly. Like, that was such a bop. No, it's not Air Gear. It was not Kogara Sumaru, now that I think about it. It was a different name. This one is not from Air Gear, actually. Yeah, this one is... It's from the same artist that did the song for Air Gear, but this one is from Eyeshield 21. This one is from Eyeshield. Yep. More old music on Ali's stream. What is new, dude? It's not that old. It's like Eyeshield... Eyeshield is not that old, honestly. So, you said that you were like a brand new player, so I'm probably just gonna give you a quick rundown of what is good on your account and what is worth like moving forward. You're 3 days in, yeah, exactly. So it's probably gonna be like very basic stuff, but specific the opening for. Oh, dude. Like, most of the openings of Eyeshield 21 were good, honestly, but Blaze Line and that one that you're mentioning are so good. Yo, Mr. Dark, how's it going? How's my Mr. Dark doing today? This is opening 4. I think you're thinking of the other opening. First words of wisdom for a new player, Crow Socks. Oh yeah, absolutely. 3-day-old account review is going to blow your mind. Dude, I feel like I have so many veterans that just have completely forgotten what it's like to be a new player that it's going to be interesting. So you have Mod. Oh wow, that's actually really good. That's actually a really good start to have Mod right off rip. Like, she's still solid to this day. And that's really lucky. You got a Pilgrim. 3 days in, you got a Pilgrim. You got Ein as well. Oh, that's... Ooh, and you got D-Killer Wife. Wait, you have a... You don't even need to invest into
someone is about to get roasted.
I'm not gonna do that, Dark. We already have such a queue that that ain't happening today, Dark. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, homie. That ain't happening today. Well, I can do it some other day, though. And I'm going to have to refund you the surprise redeem as well, because I haven't fixed it yet. I've been having issues with it lately. I need to update it and fix it. So, basically what you're gonna be... Welcome back, Titty. Good news, you can technically screenshot on Discord, just might be delayed when sharing, since it's on mobile. No worries, we can definitely figure something out. So you have D-Killer Wife. That's already a very solid start. The cooldown reduction cannot be understated. The importance of cooldown reduction just cannot be understated. Technically, for new players, it's better to have things like leader or volume in terms of cooldown reduction because they cannot invest as many skill points as they can. But in your case, probably the best team you could build right now is... Of course, you could use the Borrowed Leader, honestly. No shame in using that. Now, if you don't want to use the Borrowed Leader, you can do other stuff, but... Naga is still probably going to be significantly better than Anis could ever hope to be. You're going to have Ein, you're going to have your Modernia, and you're probably going to use Mar, honestly. Yeah, this worked just fine. And then, if you don't want to use the Borrowed Leader, you could just do like this. And this should be your team for a while, actually. Like, you have a really solid start. This is actually a really solid start. Like, and there are top tier waifus too. Gotta say that too. Oh man, this takes me back though. I mean, I say it takes me back. I do have my NA and JP accounts, but man, how far in the campaign are you? Hold on. I'm scared to click campaign because I don't know if I'll just jump into a cutscene. So just to be careful. Ooh, 4-12. So for a new player, the most important thing to do is finish your day by day. So do your day by day. Finish, get to chapter 11 and finish that as well. And it will give you a free Alice. You will actually get a free Alice from the day by day. Which is going to be huge. Now, for wishlist revisions. Once Rappy Red Hood gets added, you might want to swap out the Modernia for Rappy Red Hood. For Missilus, I'm not too fond of Laplace, personally. So instead of Laplace, what you could do is just straight up put something useful like Maxwell or the like, actually. It will be significantly more helpful to have either Maxwell or Quincy escape Quinn than having Laplace, both for your account and even for future reference, because Laplace only becomes useful when she has her treasure, unless you're doing it for waifu reasons. Wait, what? You don't know any of them? Yeah, no worries. I know that a lot of these things are gonna be weird, but essentially I'm just trying to help you out. So for example, Phantom, you would rather have Helm. As for the rest, I would probably recommend to you to aim to get more dupes. Even if Guillotine is not amazing, you already have a copy of her. You will eventually run into what is called the 160 wall. And the 160 wall is one of those things that will kind of annoy you for a while. And that is that you need to get 5 max limit break SSR Nikkes. So basically to 3 stars, 5 SSR Nikkes to be able to get past level 160. Being able to level your Nikkes past level 160. So that is something to keep in mind. So Sakura, for example, you could cope for a train, but honestly, if you have a good foundation, especially with the new Nikkes, you probably don't need to do all the shenanigans that we used to do. So you would probably be better off with this. And I would recommend not going too much for Exia because she shines with her treasure. And maybe focus on that 160 wall. Like if I were in your shoes, I would probably go something like that. Bunny Soda is going to be incredibly useful though. So you could go something like this initially for Tetra. So your list is going to probably look something like this. I'm just going to make sure that there's no... Technically, either if you get super lucky, you could get more dupes of Modernia and limit break with Modernia. If you don't believe in the sub 1% luck, then you could go Grave instead and just try to grab a copy of Grave. Because Grave is also going to be very potent. It depends on how much you believe in your luck, so that one is just up to you. We don't need to whale? No, absolutely not. So, here are a few things to keep in mind. In the achievements, there is like the challenge tab here. I don't know if it's... Oh, it is visible to you. So once you upgrade a Nikke to level 141 for the first time, they're going to give you a selector. This selector, you're going to save it until you only have 1 Nikke left to max limit break. That way, that one is covered for free. On top of that, when you reach certain milestones, they're going to give you a bunch of stuff for free. Oh, thanks a lot for the follow. Much appreciated, Urza. Thank you. They're going to give you a bunch of freebies, both from the day by day. So you have the day by day here, and you have a second one called Alice Diaries that will give you a similar amount of freebies compared to the day by day. You're going to be given a free Privity, and you're going to be given a free Alice just for being a new player and doing these type of events. And you have a lot of time to clear them, by the way, so absolutely no pressure. And all of these are going to give you like a lot of like these SSR molds and everything that will give you a bunch of SSRs. On top of that, the friends list, I would recommend you fill your friends list with as many people as possible. Because these friend points allow you to pull in the friendship gacha over here. The friendship gacha has every SSR in the game that is not limited and that is not a pilgrim. And in these are some of the most meta Nikas in the game that you can just get for free by collecting friend points. I don't remember currently off the top of my head how many friend points you could get at most per day. But it's definitely enough to do 2 10 pulls per week. 39. So it's 39 per day, and you only need 100 for a 10 pull. So, Social Banner, contrary to Fate Grand Order and to many other gacha games, this one is actually really solid. Really, really good. Of course, you have this, and here you will slowly accumulate pulls, and you'll be able to grab stuff from here. Every new event, so try to do these events, by the way. I don't know how deep you're going into this, but try to do as much of these events and do the farming nodes as possible. Oh, you haven't touched it. Definitely do them, because in the shop, there's always a free 10 pool for the raid up and a free 10 pool for the wishlist banner. Every single event gives you this. Some events will give you 15 or more because they're longer events, but every single event at a minimum gives you a free 10 pull for the raid up and a free 10 pull for the wishlist. Without fail, every single one of them. On top of that, if you do like the challenge modes and everything, you'll be able to get some extra freebies. Like, I know that for new players it can be tough, but definitely do try to do them as far as possible. Okay, sure, Ragna. Let me just get that out of the... whoops. Should we try to get her into Invasions or Tyranny or thingy? You should definitely, like, accept these, for example. Like, I don't know how you want to handle your friends list, but for now you should just add as many people as you can. And then, what's it called? And then you can just start purging the people if you have, like... because you're also a streamer, so... You'll eventually get like people that will want to add you, you know, viewers and things like that. Like you can start purging, but for now, your main priority as a new player is to just fill up that friends list. Just fill it up completely. Like, okay, let me just give you a hand. So, call out to all the C players that have a spot on their friends list. If you guys don't mind helping a new player here. I'll send you guys over here the ID. There we go. There we go. For any of you who have spots free. Don't purge me. I'm a strong player. I mean, yeah, Ragna is definitely a strong player. But yeah, for anyone who is on C, definitely do add our friend here, Kumomorin. And we'll just get that rolling as well. And these friend points will help you a lot. So for them, it's also a benefit because they have a active player that will always send them friend points as well. So it's a benefit. Another thing as a new player that you don't want to miss out on is Arena. Like once you unlock... Oh, wait, you already unlocked this? Perfect. Okay, sorry about this. I forgot that there was a chance that this could happen. Entertainment, welcome to the arena, a place for girls and beauties to place battles, watch for free. Don't you want the arena? Sorry about this. I'm really sorry about this. Nikas will be fighting each other here. I know what you must say, yo, but don't worry, mon ami. We use non-lethal bullets, and world-class medics are on standby 24/7. What's safe entertainment? Without a doubt, the arena is the most famous program in the ARC. Hey, you, do you want to be a star, you? Do you want to make girls into stars? then come here. Let's make some entertainment. Okay, so the arena is one of those that you don't want to miss out on because it gives you entertainment. Yep. So the arena is one of those you don't want to miss out on because basically you will put your formation here. We can help you with that on Discord because Auto is not going to help you. Same for Auto, Yoink, whatever. We can help you in the Discord, try to figure stuff out as we go. And what this is going to give you is arena tickets. These arena exchange vouchers are actually quite valuable. You hate that you love arena? The arena bots, yeah. So the exchange vouchers, the arena exchange vouchers will allow you to buy stuff in here. So these elemental code manuals will be useful when you level the skills of your Nikkes. Because past a certain level, you will need those elemental codes for each elemental. So let's imagine, I don't know, you're Modernia. You're going to want to level up skill 1 and skill 2. Once you get past a certain level, you're going to want fire code books as well because she's fire coded. And the way to get them is to buy them with the arena shop. Everywhere you go, you see his face. Yep. I love PvP. Yep, Braxo. Yes. Steady channel lyric 6, and I wish I could be okay dropping a bit, but I need my PvP dopamine hit. Yeah. Once you get to SP Arena as well, that arena will also give you gem rewards, so free pulls. And we all love some free pulls, don't we? Yeah, beyond that, I think that should cover for you as a new player, Kumomo. Now, I don't know if you've joined my Discord or if you're comfortable with Discord and whatnot. I'll just do this. My Discord people can always help you out. Otherwise, you can also get help in Comcord on the PvP tab. You can just ask Snake. He's a friend and he's like always willing to help people as well. And in Sky's Discord as well, there's always like people that help out as well. Not having Scarlet is suffering in PvP though. Yo, absolutely. Let's do get help. Oh. But yeah, I appreciate that you joined, by the way, Kumomo. But yeah, definitely, if you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to ask. We're always willing to help people. You know, we're always willing to help people. I was going to add something at the end of it, but it's kind of unnecessary. We're always willing to help people. Actual PvP experience? The fuck is that emote? The fuck is that emote, Dark? Gachi Spank. You know what? I low-key want to add it. Why does it say that 7TV is under construction? What the fuck? Hello? Wait, what? Oh, continue with Twitch. Wait, why is it broken? What? What happened to 7TV lately? I'll have to check that later. Why is this emote so unhinged? Ask the question, Commander. Oh wait, did you ask in my Discord, Ezra? Let me see. You can all. If I'm streaming, you can just ask directly in the stream. By the way, there's no worries on that front. It's not gay. It's the authentic arena experience. I mean, basically, honestly. That about covers it. Also, thanks a lot for the follow. Did I miss a message from you? I don't think I have. No, it's your first message. But yeah. That should about cover it. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions, Kumomo? Like anything that I may have explained that that you know sounded weird or that you didn't understand, or like anything that you want me to specify on that maybe was a lingering doubt, or something that maybe a viewer told you that you were like, what the fuck does that even mean? I can just, you know, try to help with anything. Try out the tics for now? Okay. I mean, yeah, it gets a little bit overwhelming initially. I agree. It definitely does get a bit overwhelming initially. But then I'll be completely out of your account then. It's a little process when you're starting, but you'll get the hang of it. Yeah, absolutely. Like for now, just push the story, enjoy the story, have fun. Don't skip any of the cutscenes, and just have fun. And much later, there will be stuff that, will become more relevant as you go. Cubes and all of that stuff. You don't need to worry about all of that for now. Once you hit that, we can help you with it. So let's see. Ribby, did you manage to fix the binding, or don't skip cutscenes like Ali did for you? I didn't skip the cutscene though. Any chance I can get the review? Last week was hell for you. Yeah, sure, Akilex. You have it on YouTube? Okay. Oh, yeah, like all of the things that I mentioned for all of the account reviews are on my VODs channel, by the way. So for all of the new people in here, because I've seen quite a new faces here and there. I have a VODs channel on top of like a YouTube channel. So for the main YouTube channel, you can just type !YT, and that will send you to my main channel where I have all of my guides. This is my VODs channel, and here we have the main channel. There we go. For the binding, there really aren't any options to unbind the data email. You'll have to call support. Okay, I see. You're new to how's it going, Mr. Toka? Can you just DM me your email, Akilex? We'll get that one in. He has an OnlyFans channel. I'm not too fond of what OnlyFans did recently. Yeah, no worries. Just DM me that. So Caesar is complete. Kumamu is complete. I'll reject Darks because it's a queue. This one is done. This one is done. This one is done. This is done. So we still are missing Ruby Legacy. So I'll just figure something out for you, Ruby, because yours is going to take a little bit of extra effort because we don't have the binding. I can do it over Discord as well, which is completely fine. And thanks for the shout out. No, always, homie, always. Every day we get closer to Shift Up introducing Weapon Banner. True. True. I hope they don't get any ideas, to be honest. So do DM me your email, server, and what is the goal of this account review? Hopefully it won't be something too... Dude, Muse also takes me back. Oh, thanks for the hydrate loan. Much appreciated. Tuni and Ada, if you're still like, if Ada is still lurking. I know that you wanted a genuine account review, Tuni. What specifically did you want the genuine account review for? Because depending on what it is, I could actually squeeze it in today as well. Used to play Muse with your old band and RHCP. Dude, tell me about it. I loved fucking Muse so much. I was never like into... Well, I got discouraged very quickly from playing music by my music teachers in school, which was kind of a shame, but, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, like, Muse was the absolute gem when I was in high school. It was so peak. Everything that is in Mirror Container Anomaly. Oh, okay, so basically Anomaly Interception. Okay, I can help with that, for sure. Thanks, well, check out when I get back. I'm on mobile in Europe right now. The Stockholm Syndrome by MiHoYo. I haven't seen that yet, actually. If you could link it to me. Gonna go to sleep now. Thank you so much. No worries, Kumomo. And thanks again for the raid. Let me just give you a last shout out. And thanks again for the raid. I really appreciate it. There we go. Guitar, bass, and keyboard. Dude, I wish I learned... Like, the one thing that I really want to do is learn how to sing. I might actually look into that. Is Kumomo Stockholm by MiHoYo? Oh, wait, I missed some part of the conversation. Expecting Weapon Banner in every game. I mean, if you play, like, Girls Frontline, if you play freaking, what's it called, Wuthering Waves, any Hoyo game, like, at some point you start expecting Weapon Banners everywhere. I can understand I can understand the sentiment. You play Arknights and Path to Nowhere, no weapon banners. Yeah, that's true. Aculex was on NA, right? It was on NA. Let me just put that in. There we go. The only hurdle to your progress is the 160 wall. Yeah, technically. And then after that, it's going to be the Roca Hell. But that's... We don't talk about Roca Hell to new players. And Dole Hell. We don't talk about those two hells to new players because that's discouraging. Although technically there is the Book Hell as well. That is like the third hell. Roca Hell, Book Hell, and Dole Hell. Like, they're not ready for that. Roca Hell is, let me... I don't know if you have 7 TV. Yeah, like, Roca Hell is like... We call them Rocas, which is the custom modules that are used for overloading. Yes, the Roca Hell. It's quite something. Such information will make them spontaneously combusted. We have to burn so many on the higher end of the game. It's insane. The blueberry rock candy, yeah. Just to give you an idea, I burnt like over 100 on just Cinderella alone. That's how hellish that thing is. I burnt like 100 of over 100 to 200 of those on Cinderella alone. Never give up. I really like the clay wallpaper. I hope I get it eventually. Okay, so you have the Naga gacha skin. We have the Red Hood free skin, by the way. This one was for free. As a anniversary reward. Cinderella gacha skin, of course. And then we have the Bay one as well. I like that. Is Blue Jolly Rogers says different. Yep. Actually, mind Rock Hell as much. It's Dole Hell that sucks. Roca Hell has gotten better compared to how it used to be. I agree with Tuni on that front. It has gotten better. The free skins are incredible in this game. Yeah, the anniversary reward skins are amazing. So let's see. What did Aculex need? Kraken. Get top 200 and maybe skills and OL, but mainly those two things. Well, that's gonna be a long one, huh? Kill Kraken, I'm just gonna go straight to that one because that's a very quick one. If you wanna wait, do you mean by kill Kraken as in full clear? Hold on, let me just clarify that one. Do you want for full clear? Okay. Well, you have charge speed and you have the elemental on the helmet, so there's that. Elemental, you want to get so you're gonna want to roll away this charge speed into an attack one. You want to have 4 elemental, 4 attack, 1 ammo at the very least, and hopefully even more lines. You want to get as close as possible to 12 out of 12 Scarlet Black Shadow. Especially because you are low on cores, which is the same issue that I have, and I haven't killed Kraken for a similar reason. So you want to get 4 elemental, 4 attack on your Scarlet Black Shadow, 1 line of ammunition, and then hopefully additional 3 lines. So you have charge speed here, you have charge speed here. Elemental attack, that's good. You could go a little bit higher on this elemental, by the way. And on this one, you have elemental attack. You could go a little bit higher on this attack roll, by the way. And this one is probably going to be the main thing that you're going to try to roll into attack. 10, 7, 10. This cube does not go in your Scarlet Black Shadow. You're going to want to increase your Bastion cube. That's going to be a huge thing for you. You're going to want to invest on your Bastion cube. Get that elemental damage up. Get the cube as high as possible because some levels will give you elemental. Phase 15 Dole, that's good. Rock Hell sucks if you're going for blue or black lines on every equipment piece. I disagree. Even going for 1 to 2 useful lines on most Nika, on a bunch of Nikas is going to drain your rocks a lot. For example, I recently ran at least 8 to 10 rocks on Helm on one piece of equipment, and I didn't get anything to show for it. It just depends on your luck as well. 10, 10, 10 Rappy Red Hood, that's good. Elemental attack. You're gonna want like attack and ammo and elemental, like that's good. Elemental attack. Elemental attack. You want to have a little bit more ammo on your Rappy Red Hood, so this is gonna be a bit problematic, but your Rappy Red Hood is good. Like, don't get me wrong, she's really solid. It's just gonna be a matter of getting a little bit of extra ammo. Although it's like really awkward spots to get that ammo. But you will want to get that extra ammo. Because the thing is, Rappy Red Hood, you just don't want to reload with her. At all, if possible. Same here, the best thing to go is Bastion Cube. So you're going to want to invest into getting Bastion Cube. Did you get the doll up? Level 10, that's good. So Rappy Red Hood is going to be another piece of your Kraken team. Now... This is a bit concerning that Alice is this down below. Wait, where the fuck is Alice? Oh, wait, no, she's at the top. Never mind. You already started rolling the... would be one of the main hurdles, so you started saving it to at least get overload gear for now on the units you need. Yeah, that's the... That's a huge hurdle later down the line. But for people that are not, like, at the very end of the game... the most important thing is to get the overload pieces in the first place. Because just getting the overload is already a huge boost. Ooh, no ammo line on this one. That's 1 ammo, no elemental, no attack, 1 ammo, attack, okay. Wait, do you have 2 lines? Yeah, you have a line of charge speed here. So that's 1 black line of ammo. That's 2 ammo. That's 3 ammo. Okay, so you're good on the front of ammo. So your Alice is better than mine in that regard for Kraken specifically. You have Dole phase 15, so that's good. And she's max core. So this is going to be really good for your Kraken team. Now, I don't know if you want Treasure Helm or not, but Treasure Helm is actually a DPS increase for... Treasure Helm is actually a damage increase for Kraken, just because of the consistent rotations. You don't have Treasure Helm, so you're probably going to have to work with Naga. Which is fine, by the way. Like, Naga works just fine. 10, 10, 10s across the board. You could go with... Oh, you do have the ammo. Okay. This should work for Naga, for sure. Now, the main issue is going to be that you have a similar issue to mine, which is like low cores and Scarlet Black Shadow. So, the min-maxing is going to be very expensive, specifically to kill Kraken. Now, you could try to get Treasure Helm as well, but... Not enough boxes for treasure. Naga is an infinite bottom. Treasure Helm is absolutely nuts for sure. Now, it may sound like I'm being absurdly nitpicky about stuff when I'm saying like stuff like, you know, you gotta reroll this line of charge speed into a line of attack. You gotta get a higher value on this attack. You know, you gotta get higher value on this elemental. He's asking for killing Kraken, not stage 7, killing Kraken. So it's gonna be tailored towards that. So for example, here you're going to eventually want to get like some extra attack. Like Rappy Red Hood is not as important, but getting at least 2, maybe 3 lines of ammo. You only have 1, so getting a second line of ammo is going to be huge for your Rappy Red Hood, and it's going to translate to some extent on Kraken as well, because her own personal damage as a B1 is really nice, especially to compensate the fact that she's not buffing the team. Right, so you got to remember that she's buffing, but not a lot. Like, her buffing is not huge. So it compensates as well on that front. What's EU top 2 damage in co-op? Let me check, because it's Omni, so I can directly check on Discord. For EU this time around, it was... where the fuck is it? It was 1.6. For global, it was 1.6. For JP, it was 2.1. Yeah, no, he's talking about the non-cheated ones. That's the thing. He's talking about the non-cheated ones. Now, the other thing is going to be your Alice. You could theoretically get a little bit higher ammo rolls, but it's not super important. Getting the attack lines could be huge, but in your case, I'm not going to recommend you to get attack lines just for Kraken. So your Alice is kind of functional, honestly, for this. Like, this is fine. And Naga is fine. The main issue is going to be afterwards to optimize. The other issue is going to be to optimize. And again, if you can get Treasure Helm, definitely work on that, because she's just going to be straight up useful everywhere. You are rolling on Alice? I don't think you need to roll any further on Alice. If anything, you should roll more on Scarlet Black Shadow. And maybe even on Rappy Red Hood. Yeah, the actual top score is 1.6. What was it? What was it on NA? Hold on. I'm on NA. I can check that directly. I'm actually curious what it was on NA. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, oh, okay. 1.66. So it's basically roughly the same as global, isn't it? I think it's roughly the same as global. Yeah, it's barely higher. It's slightly, but barely higher. You're right below them. Rip. Rip. So yeah, now for top 200 solo raid. Well, we already established the Rappy Red Hood needs some ammo. Let's look at your Red Hood. Although Red Hood is kind of like, okay, attack elemental, that's good. Attack elemental. Your Red Hood is actually stronger than mine, probably. Minus the fact that she's not max core, but... Scarlet Black Shadow, we already established that one. Attack elemental. You got... Ooh, you don't have attack on this line, but, you know. Honestly, it's kind of understood. 2 lines of ammo. Okay. Elemental attack. Okay. This is fine. Like, your Cinderella works just fine. Even I don't have, like, 4 lines of attack. You could go a little bit higher on the S2 if you really wanted to, like, super maximize your Cinderella, but you probably are kind of starved of skill books. You have a 2B for fire in the case of a Cinderella comp. That's fine. Oh, wait, I forgot to check the 2B. So for 2B, you don't really care about the attack lines as much. What you want is elemental and a mix of crit rate, crit damage for the most part. She's one of those few Nikes that you don't care as much about the attack for 2 reasons. 1, she's a defender, so her attack is not super high. 2, it's not going to influence all that much her auto attacks. 3, she gets a massive self-attack buff steroid from her HP to attack conversion. And I'm going to say 4, but it's the main reason. Her burst can crit. Her burst can crit. So you don't need attack. You don't particularly need attack lines on 2B. You prioritize elemental because that's always where she's going to be used on elemental advantage for the most part. And after that, you want like crit rate, crit damage, especially crit damage. Like if you can get those, you'll be good to go. Now let's move on. So elemental ammo, that's good. Elemental attack, that's good. Just a line of ammo, that's fine though, because Modernia, you don't want to invest too much into her currently. There is other Nikas that require more attention. It's kind of sad to see that Modernia is in the state where you don't want to invest more into her, but that's kind of the reality of it. Elemental attack, that's good. Attack, you could try to get an elemental here. Like lock the attack and try to get elemental on the other 2. Elemental attack here, that's good. You don't care as much about the crit rate, actually, funnily enough. So double locking here is not needed. It's only the central line that you need to lock. And you could even use rocks to lock it, honestly, if you don't want to like use a bunch of the temporary locks. because this elemental line is almost never going to move anyways. It's too valuable. So you could get like attack here, and you could get elemental here. Especially this one is more important to get the elemental here than the line of attack here. Let's see. So your Maxwell has elemental ammo. You could try to get like elemental on Maxwell for Iron Week, but it's not like the highest of priorities when it comes to Nikke investments. I'm assuming that this is in preparation for Treasure Drake, so I'm not going to comment too much on it. Most important thing is going to be the S1. Everything else is kind of whatever. Crown 10, 10, 10 across the board. That's fine. 10 for 4. You should, with this account, you should be able to hit top 200. Yeah, 10 for 10. Elemental and elemental attack crit damage for Grave if you care about overload lines. 10 10 10 D-Killer Wife, that's good. I'm not gonna bother looking into that. Ooh, okay, so S1 you could go all the way to 10 theoretically, but the increases that you get are so minimal that you could have stopped at level 7 here. Burst to level 10 is actually more important though. So you could have gone 7 10 10 here and you would have been good. Mostly you want like attack, elemental, and ammo. Like elemental, attack, and ammo on her. But this is fine. Like even my Bunny Soda is not that invested. 977. You want to get S2 to level 10 eventually for Shotgun Squad specifically. On Tovi, you want ammo as your top priority just because you want for Tovi to just infinitely hit to get the emergency crafted bullet stacks. That's kind of what you want the most. I was like 0.5 to 1 billion away. Really? Okay. You hear crit fish molding with 2B. We get 1.5 running Helm DPS. If only we had another Helm phase 3. Yeah, I think JP ran like, probably ran like 2 treasure Helms or something. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. But you want S2 on level 10. Noir is one of those that you will kind of want to get her. And like, as much as she's phased out, you will kind of want to get her to S2 level 9. And this is fine. Like, the attack buff is kind of like not super high increase. But the ammo, just because Rappy Red Hood exists and some other Nikkas exist that could use the ammo, and the fact that bunnies are not completely out of the meta, definitely worth looking out for. I love PvP mementos. We're not gonna comment on those. Viper, I wouldn't bother too much with her. I see that you treasured her, but she's not all that useful. Ayn, so her main damage ability is actually comes from her like S2. That's where her near feathers come from, and then also the burst. So you will want to get her to 10 10 10 eventually, but S2 is actually higher priority than S1. S1 is just her self-attack steroid and some of the near feathers, but this is like the damage. Elemental, attack, and then like some ammo is good. So you have 1, 2 lines of elemental, 3 lines of elemental. Okay, this is fine. You could theoretically look here and try to get some elemental too. It's gonna be useful to try to get your Ayn up and running anyways for hard campaign push. You're at 445, so you're slowly creeping up on Mirror Container hard mode. And Ayn is also really solid on Crystal Chamber. So I don't know where you're in hard mode, but definitely worth the investment. Solo raid fuck anyways, but waiting for the next Iron or Fire. Yeah, that makes sense. The Tovi baseball skin, dude. I love the Tovi baseball skin. It's so good. OG Scarlet, I wouldn't bother putting too much into her. You have some investment, which is nice. So this is already a good baseline for her. Rouge, okay, that's good, actually. You will want to eventually get her to 10 10 10. Like long term, you want to get her to 10 10 10 for Cinderella teams. And technically for your 2B, that is also 10 10 10. You could, like we did on the Fire Week solo raid. So Doro, you don't need to bother investing much further into her because you should already be way past Mother Whale anyways. And we don't really use her all that often in solo raid unless you're a maniac like I was. Just because volume was not invested and it was good for overkilling parts on Snow White. But if you don't want to go for absolute maniac type of bullshittery, you don't need to invest any further into her. Yeah, how's it going, Doro? I'm not. So Doro, I'm not doing free account reviews anymore this week. I'm just finishing up the backlog from last week. I can help you out in my Discord during the week, but currently I'm not doing any more of the free account reviews. Have a wonderful rest of stream. Thanks a lot, Lone. I appreciate it. I can help you with that on my Discord, Doro, but on stream that's not happening this time around. I know. You're a few days too late for that, my man. I'm sorry. Otherwise, it's just going to be endless. There's a reason why they're not free normally. And there's a reason why they're priced the way they're priced, because otherwise I actually get swarmed. It used to be, like, quite a while ago, it used to be pretty bad. Before I raised the price a little bit of the account reviews. Snow, you could get her up if you care about Iron Week solo raid and some specific scenarios. Specifically for Iron Week, Snow White is still good, so you definitely will want to invest into her in the future. I'm assuming that you reset her, probably. You don't have, like, on your Snow, you could focus first, if you want to invest into her, to get her to, like, Quad Elemental, because you're going to mostly use her for Iron Week. If you get lucky and get, like, Quad Attack, you could also use her on Neutral. But that's, like, a different story. Good, I Crash need to wake up to travel to Dubrovnik. Yeah, thanks a lot for dropping by, Ragnar. I appreciate it. And thanks for sticking by. It's kind of funny that we are now kind of on the same time zones, isn't it, Ragnar? Just got her to 444 because it was one of the best units you got. You didn't touch her. Oh, okay, I see. So 4410 is where you could go with Snow White, by the way. Burst is her most important thing, and it needs to be level 10 to be really solid. Does Snow White need more or less ammo? Snow White doesn't give a shit about ammo. So Snow White actually is completely ammo agnostic. 99%, like most of her damage is going to come from her burst, and her burst is a single shot that pierces and does a fuck ton of damage, which is a massive nuke. So investing in Snow White in this day and age, I mean, if you don't believe in the snow, might I interest you in my last solo raid? Let's see. Like, if you don't believe in snow, like, let me just interest you in my latest solo raid. Where is my thingy? Let me just find it. Where is it? Oh, wait. In my last two, like, let me interest you in my last two solo raids. Let me interest you in my last two solo raids. So this was Ice Dragon Saga. This was Modernia. Yeah. Yeah. You can still use her. She still works. She can output big PP damage. Yeah, I know that you're joking, Exia, but just like, she's hard to use. She's stupidly hard to use, but she can output damage, and especially, like, what I would recommend for most viewers is specifically for Iron Week, she's still useful. I'm not going to expect people to do that type of nonsense of, like, fucking desynchronizing Snow White to hit triple cleaves on Modernia solo raid, but she will have her uses in Iron Week because there's not that much that outputs more damage besides, like, maybe Red Hood versus Snow. Ultra clearing as well. Yep, there's that too. Feel like the right setup, she could one-shot some bosses. Yeah, Snow White actually one-shots a bunch of bosses. Special Interception EX, like before we got Anomaly, Snow White would literally one-shot every single one of those bosses with correct investments and teams. Straight up. Like, no strings attached, no nothing. Just straight up one-shot. 10-4-4 on Privity, that's good. You could go all the way to 7 here. Like, that's fine. It's gonna be good for... You need to try to get her to quad elemental long-term. Because she's going to be really solid for Electric Week specifically. And it's gonna make a diff. This is fine. Technically, you could go to 10-7 and not invest any further into the burst, but that's fine. Your Ludmilla is probably stronger than mine. You could try to aim for some more elemental and... wait, you do have two ammo lines, right? Yeah. Wait, that line of ammo is super low. So what you could probably do is either lock the attack line and reroll the rest, or just flat reroll everything for elemental. You need only 2 lines of ammo with Exlud, technically, if you go like with a good Bastion and with good rotation, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, get her Dole to purple is going to help too. Really solid. At least you have her skill 1 to level 10, but I feel this account, 7s across the board, this account should be able to hit top 200. Straight up. Like, sure, you could get the burst to level 7. Like, you could get 7s across the board here. That would help you a lot for Shotgun Squad. 7s across the board on Asuka will be really helpful for solo raid. Let me check, because this is full OL'd. Ammo attack, elemental. This is good. You don't need to invest that much further into Maid Privity for now. Asuka, you do need to get that ammo, though. You have only 1 line of ammo, so you might want to reroll some of this shit. Like, just flat reroll this entire thing into ammo or elemental. Same here, ammo or elemental. This one you can kind of leave it be for now. Get 7s across the board at the very least on your Asuka. And she'll be at least up and running to a okay level. Same with Rei. You want to get her eventually to 7s across the board. And what you want is mostly like elemental and ammo on your Rei as well. Helm Treasure is going to be huge, but I'm not going to fault you for this. Treasure Exia, it's basically 477. You could get her initially and full overload her for Electric Week specifically. Beyond that, I think we have covered basically everything. This account should be able to hit top 200 though. Quincy Escape Queen, her being this low is kind of concerning. Definitely try to get her to at least 7s across the board and full overload her. Is there anything else that I am... Oh. Yeah, how's it going? Thanks all for the raid. Here. There we go. Exia, your muse, yep. Exactly. Like, Exia is good. Like, Exia has become good. Let me see if I have forgotten it. What were you up to, actually? FF14, were you progressing again, Aya? Were you just progging again? Yeah, that should about cover it. But your account should be able to hit top 200 depending on the elements. Like, again, solo raid is a lot about elemental damage gaming. So some solo raids, there is absolutely no fucking shot you will. But on some, I feel you should be capable of. Now in P4, nice. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really good. I'm gonna have to watch and just Pepe laugh at the wipes then. I need to catch some of your streams, Aya. Do you have any questions, Aculex? Can you try Kraken? How far you can go? Sadly, your PC most of the time. Well, my PC is not gonna do super well compared to when I do off stream, but sure. Let me just close some shit so that I don't have as many tabs and stuff open. Real quick. Let me just close this shit. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait, right. It kind of sucks that your Bastion isn't higher, though, but we'll make do. You're not gonna make stage 9 even with a good PC if you're barely locking 8. Yeah, I agree with Ada. I have the same issue. Yo, how's it going, Gisip? Well, like one of those, I am dead pull of Monka's tier move memento. Let's see. So it's an 18 ammo Alice, so that's really nice to have. I could have probably paused that, to be fair. Could have probably paused to get those, like this. I could have paused there as well too, just, you know, like, whoops. Like this. But yeah. Let's just... let's see. I need to really practice the frickin' desync though. I need to practice desync Kraken. I guess I'll save the burst here. Oh, fuck, I went too low. I went too low there. Whoops. You're retired from desync Kraken. Honestly, I kind of want to retire from that too. But unfortunately, in my case, I'm kind of forced. On my account, I'm forced to desync Kraken. I could have snapped there faster too, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, did I really miss that one? Holy fuck. I actually managed to miss that, huh? That was a wasted bullet. I really suck at this, huh? And I really need to practice fucking desync Kraken. This is actually a good round of practice, to be fair. It is actually a good round of practice, technically, for desync Kraken, even for my own account. Okay, we're good. We're good now. No more bullshittery there. We're past the fucking... You're auto-cracking now. I mean, yeah, you kill it now, so you're kind of big chilling now, aren't you? You're kind of big chilling now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake, I messed that up so bad. I should probably just not desync this shit. I kind of panicked there too. I kind of panicked there too. There. I keep fucking that up so badly. I desperately need to practice desync Kraken. Desperately need to practice it. It's kind of fucked though now. Because that swipe got in. Right. I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit here. Yeah, gonna hit like... Not even gonna hit stage 8 because Naga died. Definitely can hit level 8 though. Absolutely impossible for your account to kill Kraken, but you can easily hit stage 8. Having to manual SBS, yeah. Revoking your Prince of the Sea title. I don't have it yet, but yeah, I definitely do need to practice it. I definitely do need to practice desync. It's also really awkward to do it. Good to know. Thought the last bullet was going to the white circle. Oh, that's... Yeah, it looks weird, but... You definitely can get stage 8 very consistently on your account. The main issue is gonna be... The main issue is really gonna be that... like, the last... That last HP bar is fucking huge, actually. So, for example, on my account, I've gotten to 4.8, 4.9, and I need to find a few extra 100 million damage. Oh, 3-minute ad break, okay. But yeah, it's damage lost in core shots because you can hit them all and you will miss a lot of shots. Rip ads. Some people do 10 shots, but yeah. Like, the thing about the tentacle shots is mostly because of Scarlet Black Shadow. Like, if you can cleave a little bit those 10 shots for core damage, you can get that. Otherwise, yeah, you're better off just hitting the body and hitting the core on the body. For the most part. But yeah, like, these are the things to keep in mind. Aculix, I don't know if you can still hear me, but otherwise we're just gonna chill for now. For the daily rewards, it doesn't matter between 7 and 9, it's just the title, which is a one-time thing. Yeah, exactly. As I was saying, you get stage 8 on the regular, just not sure how far the account itself can go on the last bar. Even if I went like absolutely fucking all out off stream, personally I probably wouldn't be able to kill it on your account. There might be some more skilled players that could get closer, but I know that I personally would not be able to kill it on your account. Although it might be close. Let me just try non-desync, but... Like, I personally don't think that I could kill it on your account. The thing is, even if I don't desync, right? Like, let's just imagine I don't desync. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, it's 5.2, 5.3 that you need to kill Kraken. So, let's just try this again, so... Let's just try this without desync and just see how far we go. But for example, in my case, I get to like... Like on my account is less comfortable because my Alice has less ammo. But... But like it's not gonna be simple. Let's put it as this. Mess that up a little. I forgot to jump start tech there, but it should be fine. It shouldn't be like enough to punish me completely in terms of rotations. Let's just go like this. So I'm going to try one last time on your Kraken, but without desyncing, so that I don't need to... So that I don't need to like worry too much about having to learn desync at the same time on Kraken, because I'm a little bit out of practice on that now. Okay, so let's see. I do need to practice my Kraken shit though. Whoops. Should be fine though. You suck at playing without desync? I mean, yeah. I suck at playing without like desynced as well, honestly. Like I'm only decent-ish at it on I'm only decent at it on like Mirror Container because I have a lot of practice on it. But like outside of that is like very monk-ass for me. I'm gonna have to delay killing the tentacles here as high as I can. But yeah. Yeah. Stage 8 without like super hard sweating. Those last huge, like that last health bar is huge, by the way. It looks like the last health bar, but it's actually massive. It's actually massive. That's like at least, like what, 1 extra bill of damage required at the very least. So yeah. It's gonna be rough. The other thing that you could do is just get more cores on your Scarlet Black Shadow, but that's like... That's like really rough to get. That's like really, really rough to get. The difference is less than you thought. It might eventually core them to core diff, but yeah. Like, it's just a matter of, like, some extra elementals here, just a little bit of extra attack there. Maybe getting Treasure Helm would also help you a lot. Just get C7 SBS, trust me. I mean, that would help a lot, for sure. That would be, like, an extra, what, 12% damage on your Scarlet Black Shadow? Like, yeah. I mean, it sounds like a stupid solution, but that would be, like, 12% extra damage. But yeah, I'll be out of your account, Aculex, and I'll just look into who else is left on the queue. Because otherwise, let's see. So let's see who is left on the queue right now. So there's the Ruby Legacy one. Ruby, I might end up doing yours on Discord because I think it's gonna be easier. I can do like a full-blown account review on Discord, no worries whatsoever. If you want me to still do it on stream, I can do it on stream. But the main issue was the account binding that makes it really awkward to log in. And I'm not going to ask you for your password because that's like a huge security risk that I don't want you to take. So we can figure something out, like either on Discord or once you get that fixed. And the other one that is left is going to be Toonie. So I see Toonie going, what the fuck? Like, what up, Toonie? Wait, what? I didn't forget you. What do you mean? If that's what you were what the fucking about, I didn't forget you. Cool with anything, whatever is convenient for you in terms of scheduling. Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely honor your account review. It's just that it was awkward because of the account binding situation. Do you still want your account review, Toonie? Since it's what's it called? Since it's just specifically for Anomaly, I can do it. I can squeeze it in really quickly. But yeah, like I think I'm gonna end with Toonie's account if he's up for it. Oh, we are actually quickly go. Okay. Do you mind DMing me the details then? Okay, so there we go. So that will be the last one of the day then. Account review, there we go. So let's see. Oh wait, it's fucking right. Let's see. Maybe I have yours pinned. Let me check. Oh, there we go. Yep. Thanks. Yoink. There we go. So we're gonna be able to do Toonies, and we'll finish with that. NA, and it's in, and it's gonna be for Anomaly Interception. Okay, so code has been sent. Pretty cool though that next year there's gonna be an eclipse in Europe. Not gonna lie. But yeah. And we'll be done with the free account reviews that I promised during my subathon. Can you believe that we're finally ending? Code Doco? I sent that though. Oh, fuck. I think I know what happened. Yeah, it copied wrong. It should be sent now. Yeah, there we go. I forgot a T. Let's put it that way. Yoink. Time really flew by, yeah. A visible eclipse in Europe. Yeah, apparently next year there's gonna be one. In August of 2026. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Road trip to Spain for you, yeah? I mean, visit Cephii, basically. It's basically visiting Cephii, isn't it? Like, can you imagine? Oh, that would be pretty sick, though. Not gonna lie. If I can do a gathering over there in Spain with Cephii and some other people. Paellas all day. Dude, I would be more partial to some tapas. Tapas are so good. Finally grab that food from the kitchen. You'd be grabbing Cephii's arepas then, Exius? Some of his arepas. Gooning with the boys, yeah. That would be pretty sick, honestly. I was pretty sad when I couldn't make it to go visit Cephii when Kusa was there. I was pretty sad about that, but I could probably make it happen eventually. Just visit Cephii. I know where he lives. I know it sounds really bad to say it that way, but I know where Cephii lives, so I could make it happen eventually. It's a double D. The fact that this is in my playlist, I actually forgot. I forgot that this song was in my playlist. I know where he lives sounds like a threat. Why is it that whenever I say something, it always ends up sounding like a threat? Like, when I'm molding hard campaign and I'm just asking where Shift-Up's address is, why does it always sound like a threat? Or when I said I want to mail them a package, like, I don't understand. Like, why does it sound like a threat when I'm molding hard campaign and I said I want to mail a package to Shift-Up, so I need their address? It's so weird. Like, I don't know why. Maybe the way I talk might sound like a threat way too often. Who knows? Maybe it's just in people's heads at the end of the day. So, anomaly interception for anything that is not mirror container. Okay, let's just go and check that out. So, let's start with the obvious one, Kraken. So, if you want a full clear, you're not gonna be using Somerset Red. That ain't happening. Low cores might fuck you over, though. Low cores might actually fuck you over. You have the ammo. Like, you have the ammo for sure on your Alice. Not having attack kind of sucks. Like, not having lots of attack lines kind of sucks for your Alice, for neutral, specifically for Kraken, or just neutral in general. But you have the ammo at least, so there is that. Stop changing my number one team. I mean, that's for auto, though. Like, there's no way Summer Sakura does more damage than your Alice when you're actually trying. Like, there's no way the team with Summer Sakura does more... Let me reiterate. There's no way the team with Summer Sakura does more damage than Alice when you're actually trying. Just because of the speed of rotations in Scarlet Black Shadow. Crown... I'm surprised that... Oh, you were on Crown with that. Okay. I mean, that works too, honestly. You got some attack lines, which is neat, and you get some ammo. The main issue is going to be Scarlet Black Shadow, though. So, Blue Elemental, attack line, charge speed, that's solid. Elemental, you could go a little bit higher on the attack. Try to get a third line if you really want to. Charge speed here, that's 6% charge speed. That's not a breakpoint, is it? No, that's not a breakpoint. You're a little bit off a breakpoint, though. Elemental could theoretically go higher on the elemental lines. But overall, you have quad elemental, quad attack. You don't have a line of ammo, though. That's huge. Because whether you like it or not, that line of ammunition is going to help a lot. Like, I know that you can technically rotate quickly enough to still go somewhat infinite. But one fuck up will make your Scarlet Black Shadow reload and everything just kind of gets screwed up. You slacking in Tribe. trying to get... Oh, wait, you're trying to just get 7 and quitting? Oh, wait, you mean for Kraken specifically? You don't remember how your team is set up? Is it really your team 1? I mean, I'll just set back up Summer Sakura, but... Kraken is probably not happening anytime soon. Which treasure did you go, by the way, Tuni? I'm actually curious. Because Treasure Helm is actually really solid for... is actually technically even better than... Treasure Helm is better than Naga for Kraken, by the way. Specifically. For Water Code... I'm not a huge fan of Dorothy for Water Code. Personally, I would rather use something like Leader, something like even Rappy Red Hood, technically. But I would say probably Leader is the best pick here. Like, you go Leader, you go Quincy Escape Quinn, you go Exlude. And if you get Treasure Helm, even better. That way you rotate bursts actually fast. And that works probably better. I'm assuming that you're using Red Hood because either a lack of investments or... Yeah. Lack of investments over here, and probably because you rotate bursts quicker. But long term, you're going to have to swap like this for something like Leader. Here, you're going to probably go for Quincy, and then here for some Treasure Helm. You don't play anything except Kraken now? Yeah, that's completely understandable. Rizzo was hitting Kraken 7 with Trony on the team. Jesus, that's really... that's impressive, actually, Loki. That's actually low-key impressive. But yeah, for Water Code, I would recommend you start getting into the Helm, Treasure Helm Stunks, Tini. Not just for, Harvester, but like just in general, Treasure Helm Stunks. She's really, really solid. She'll help you on Kraken. She'll help you definitely on Harvester. Now for Ultra, the best team is just kind of known. Which would involve using Snow, but I would assume that your Maxwell is probably like more 2 and 3/4 of 2.75 lines of attack and 1 line of elemental. You could probably, if your Snow is invested, then you're probably better off just using Snow, honestly. Let's see. 5, 7, 10. Okay. 1 elemental, 1 attack, 2 attack. Yeah, your Snow is better. Like your Snow is better for thingy. Now you Onslaught Cube, yeah, but you could just go Resilience just for the elemental that Resilience gives you. And that definitely would help a lot. Like, I think Snow would fit better, and then you have your Red Hood, which is also invested. Blue line of attack. Attack elemental. You definitely could use more elemental on your Red Hood. Specifically for Iron Week at the very least. You have to pay the Slack tasks by sniping me on 5090 or 5080. I'm willing to compromise. You like it I come up bar, you realize I'm not slacking in anything. Not in the mood for joking. Wait, what? Why not Rappy? Oh yeah, definitely you can use Rappy Red Hood as a burst one here. Absolutely could slot in Rappy Red Hood as a burst one. Now, the reason why not Rappy B3 is because you could just slot in some very powerful B3s and still have her be useful and provide to the team with high damage. Like, you could go something like this. Very quick rotations, Snow Burst, Red Hood Burst, Summer Helm, and then, For Maxwell? Yeah, but you could just use Rappy Red Hood as a B1. The thing about this team is that the faster you rotate and the more you hit and overkill the parts and the core and everything, the better you're off. So, generally speaking, I would say this is probably the best team at the moment, especially because Rappy Red Hood just does so much damage on her own as well. she more than compensates the buff from leader. Updated the Outlook email you sent before. I think it's due to you forgetting a letter. Okay. Reza was running Crown Helm SBS Trony and hit Kraken 7. Jesus. That is quite the team. But yeah, I'll just reestablish the team that you had. But if I were in your shoes, I would give up on the Maxwell angle. Since your Snow is basically going to hit harder. And I would replace Leader with Rappy Red Hood. Especially since your Rappy Red Hood has elemental attack, ammo attack here, so that's kind of fine. This is basically full base. You just need to get higher elemental by resetting attributes. And you have attack elemental here. So yeah, your Rappy Red Hood is going to more than just compensate. Now, if you could get your Bastion up a little bit higher now, because level 14 on Resilience is just raw stats, by the way, just for reference. It's only at level 15 that it further increases. So you could try to get your Bastion higher and get that extra elemental as well. Definitely something worth considering. Like I said, Rappy Red Hood instead of Leader and Snow instead of Maxwell. Definitely will help you hit higher on Kraken. I forgot to check how high your Helm S2 was. Level 7, that's good. But what's your question, Fefo? Because I'm not sure I understand. I'm assuming that you're asking why not Rappy as a B3, which I explain is because of the faster rotations and everything, and she more than compensates Leader as a B1. Because the problem with Leader is that you're ramping up, so it's really fucked up actually. And now for the final one, which would be the Fire in the Villiet team. What the fuck is happening here? For the Fire in the Villiet team, I would say probably... I don't remember if you pulled for Asuka, because I do know that you're not on the... Like, you're not a high spender, but... Definitely, you will want to build up your Asuka. Get some of that ammo elemental combinations so that you have your Asuka up and running. You do have already some of those combinations. 1 line of elemental and 2 lines of ammo. You do have 1 line of attack, but it's like not the highest of priorities. So you'll want to build your Asuka. You'll want to use your Alice here. Rappy Red Hood B1 as usual. Helm. And then on the final slot, you could theoretically put Naga for extra core damage. But now that we have Treasure Helm, you could also just straight up put Treasure Helm. And that would work too. You could put Treasure Helm and... you would rotate pretty fast. You would have the continuous healing on Crown for permanent uptime. And yeah, she would work too. Technically, Naga also works as well. So there's that. Now, if Naga... Like, if you want to go a little bit lazy-ass, you could just slot a mod, but that's not going to get you the max damage. Yeah. I mean... depends on which one you want to prioritize first, but if I had to say which one you had the highest chance at killing, out of the ones that are not Mirror Container, I would probably lean towards Ultra. I'd probably lean towards Ultra being the one that you have the highest chance at killing. If I had to evaluate... like, which one you have the highest chance. Because Kraken is going to be very rough. It's going to be very rough. Like, I'm personally struggling. And I have much higher cores. Like, Kraken is going to be rough. Water Weak is just dog shit to fight. Indovilier is impossible unless you have a stupidly built fire. So I would say probably Ultra is your next target. Summer Helm for faster CDR than damage taken stacks. Yeah. So Summer Helm, the only reason you're bringing her for Ultra is that she has damage taken debuffs that stacks up to 5 times. She also brings cooldown reduction to the team. But the main thing is the damage taken debuff here. It stacks up to 5 times and it's like pretty decent and it's off burst. So you don't need to be bursting and it just stacks passively. You're not beating Kraken. Maybe, like, okay. If I was the one piloting your account, I probably would struggle like crazy to kill Kraken. maybe you could prove me wrong, right? And like I said, there is people that are plenty better than me that could probably do it. From my personal experience of trying to kill Kraken, I'm struggling like crazy, and my SBS is 12 out of 12. Now, granted, my Alice doesn't have as much ammo as yours, but my Scarlet Black Shadow is literally 12 out of 12 in the sense that she has 4 attack, 4 elemental, 1 line of ammo, and 3 lines of tertiaries that are useful. I think I have like charge speed and crit damage on her. And she's core 1 or core 2. What's your current record on Kraken, Tuni? Because maybe it's just a skill issue on my side, right? But like, what's the highest you've gotten so far in Kraken? Just as a frame of reference. Because we can take it from there, basically. You just 7 out of 9 at every day. Okay, I see. You could try to get a record to see like how high you can go. And then we can see from there, because you could just play better than I do, and maybe you'll be able to kill it. But to be able to evaluate like how close or how far you are from Kraken, I also need to know how much damage you yourself can do to it. And then we can see in terms of like extra optimizations to characters, how much extra damage we can push out of your team, and see whether you're in a situation like I've been on certain fights like Behemoth, like Kraken, and so on, where I was like core issued or like stuff like that. You never bothered with Kraken because your SBS is 0 copies. I mean, honestly, it's understandable because that's the very rough part of it. If you could get extra copies on SBS, you would definitely have an easier time. If I had to say, you have a very realistic chance at killing Ultra, though. Like, if you improve your iron a little bit here and there, you have a very realistic chance for Ultra. Unironically. Like, it's just a matter of improving some OLs here and there, especially on Snow and, I think it was Red Hood as well that needed some improvements on OLs. Yeah, you need more Elemental as well on Red Hood. But with this, Nikes, like, you have a very realistic chance. At least in my opinion. How's it going, Camille? Do you have any questions, Tini? I hope this was helpful for you, because, like, in terms of optimizations, I probably don't really have much to teach you. But I hope, like, these can help you a little bit with like, the anomaly. Like, see what to target. If you want to target a kill, and if I had to target a kill and I was in your shoes with your account, I would probably start targeting Ultra as my next kill. Because I assume you already killed Mirror Container. It's I would say Ultra would be your next most realistic target. Working on Ultra next. Okay. Then I'll be off your account now. Okay. There we go. Well, and that... And yeah, that will be it. I did make an announcement that today would be a little bit shorter than usual because I have a bunch of, what's it called, medical appointments tomorrow. So I'll be sending you guys over to, let's see, where should I even send you guys to? Let's see, is there anyone maybe new that we could rate in the Nikki category? They all seem to be Japanese or Chinese. Yeah. I guess I'll just send you guys over to one of my friendos. I'll send you guys over to Ellie. It's been a long time since I last rated Ellie. Let's go with Ellie. But yeah. Thanks a lot for everyone that dropped by today. I'll be catching you guys on Thursday because tomorrow I have a medical appointment that will prevent me from streaming. Yeah. Catch you guys on Thursday. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope like all of these account reviews helped you guys. Ruby, I'll do your account review on Discord. Maybe not tonight, but I'll definitely do it, and I will keep my promise. And worst case scenario, I'll do it on Thursday on stream. And yeah, catch you guys around. See you on Thursday. Hope all's well. It's nothing serious. It's like mostly medical appointments to check that nothing is wrong with my body because I've been very sick recently multiple times. So we just want to make sure that everything is okay. So it's like many checkups and whatnot. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on Thursday and have a good one, guys. Do look forward to new videos on YouTube. I'll be working on those as well these next few days.